What's up, everybody? I'm Mike.
Hello, I'm Jay.
And we're not supposed to be. We're not even supposed to be here today. But
We just felt like playing with the boys. That's what we after chasing sunset. That's what we were doing. We were chasing sunset. We're like, hey, let's go hang out with the guys and gals down at the bar.
That was so good. That was so good that I'm pretty sure we're gonna get copyright claim for it.
I don't think
it was so on point.
That sounds about on point as Corey Feldman when he tries to sing Dirty Diana. I don't think we're gonna get any trouble.
No, that would be like,
dude. I was watching Jim and them. Did you ever see that video of Corey Feldman like losing his cool on stage at his drummer?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they were.
I wasn't come in yet.
It's like somebody. He's like, somebody needs to understand not to play the drums when the singer's not out, and like in a really condescending, weird way. And so Jim and they were like, imagine getting undressed on stage by Corey Feldman in that weird way that he does in his condescending.
I've seen that very video.
That's dude, it's so bad. And then I didn't know, dude. Apparently, he's got a rip-off song because it was like there's Dirty Diana, which everyone knows is one of Michael Jackson's better hits, but then he's got something called Devious Deborah. I swear to God, dude, I think that's the song he was trying to sing. It was something like called Devious Deborah, and Jim and they were like roasting him. They're like, "Yeah, I'm sure that missed musical cue is going to confuse people if it's Devious Deborah or not." Like, oh, that sounds off.
Devious Deborah's. Wow, we used to cover Dirty Diana when I was in a band. We tried to like make a heavy version of it.
Yeah,
and it was just like Salt and Pepper with Push. Dude, I didn't actually know most of the lyrics because we would just get to the chorus and instead of like the thing, it would just be like Dirty Diana, and it would like break down or whatever. But like, I can't sing like Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? So I'll just be like, like I didn't know what he was saying. Like I didn't even know the words, but nobody cared because nobody listened anyway.
Yeah.
Our last show, Cody's like, let me sing it.
It's like, dude, punch me in the balls really hard 5 times really quick, and then you can sing just like him. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Woo. That's it. Let those balls rise.
I gotta stop wearing this hat because if I wear it backwards, people think I'm wearing a MAGA hat, which Jay would appreciate, but I don't so much.
I do. I think that's real American right there. Bringing peace.
But Shelly, I have to get reconstructive facial surgery actually because I've gotten 2 comments in like the past 2 weeks on videos. They're like, I didn't know MrBeast talked about movies. I'm like, whoa. Like,
have you seen his new hairstyle? There's not even a close resemblance. He literally debuted his new hairstyle.
Oh
no,
thank God.
Noodle hairs. Noodle hairs. They're just noodles,
Beast
Michael.
Hair. Did he that's not pulling up anything. Image. I'll filter it for a new one. Yeah, dude, I don't look like that, dude. Like that is, I shouldn't say this because now I know people are going to say it on purpose, but that's one of the most offensive things I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, you look like MrBeast. Like, shut up! I'll smack your mouth if you were in front of me. I swear to God. But yeah.
By the way, who said that? Greg. Yeah. He says, oh, the final reckoning tomorrow, fellas, and I'm straight. I knew it. I knew you couldn't fool me, Greg. You liar. Even though you wear your pants sagging down with the butt crack exposed, I knew that you were straight this entire time. No, yeah, I've actually got it listed on our Patreon. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm doing the Mission Impossible, so we'll be doing that. Not all of them. I'm not doing the first 2, but all the ones up to the final reckoning. But I'm not doing like a big, like huge deep dive into it, anything like that. So I'm not doing like a Mr. Magoo wizard time of breaking down every Easter egg in it because I just won't. I can't do that.
I saw in the waiting room area you had a Mission Impossible 3. Did you already film one?
No, I just had it set up because I had to make sure I remembered how to set up the room. Hello?
What is going on with my internet?
Oh my God, dude, chat. Can you see me? Is it me?
No, it's just me. It's my internet.
Yes.
But you're
not me.
What is the deal?
All good in the hood. Official news: Jay's doesn't go deep. I don't go deep. I just won't do it. I'm in and out of there like a sailor on shore leave. I don't need to take time. No sweet words. Thank you, honey. That's it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, it's not mine. It's not on my end this time. I'm happy about that. He's coming back. You know what, Tomo? You're correct. Protection is key. It does have herpes from my internet. They've been rubbing too close together in the nights. Damn Kentucky dial-up. I know that free trial runs out quicker than you know it. Adios, amigo. Is he, though? What? I don't know. Mike just has old internet. I don't know. We had some storms a couple of days ago. It could be affecting his situations. I'm not sure. It's not a real Wham stream without technical difficulties. Right you are, D-Land. Right you are. We are alone now. We are. What do you all talk about? You want to talk about Mission Impossible? You want to talk about Birds and the Bees? What do you want to talk about? Iron Wolf says Mike didn't pay his internet bills. I don't know. I think he did. We hope so. We hope so. I'm solid. Okay, we'll just sit here. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to talk about that. Talk about buttered sausages? Well, what about them? They sound delicious. What flavor? This is blackberry, blueberry. It looks like Blue Rancher, but it's not. They were all out. I asked them 16 times. I said, go back and look. And they're like, this is what we have. And I was like, I'll take it. Let's talk about men. What about them? Athletic, fat, in the middle? What do you want to talk about? Kristen Diaz says, any opinions on the new Dairy trailer? I haven't seen it. I'm assuming Mike's already reviewed it for you or like did a watch long. I haven't watched it yet. So maybe we watch that a little bit, huh? See what's going on there. Turd trolling to the shade. You get on Doom Dark Ages yet? I have not, Turd. I know I should. I haven't. I'm an idiot, but I have not. By the way, what did you guys think about? Did you guys hear about Red Dead Redemption 2? The sneaky ways in which Rockstar is slowly but surely raising the prices. Did you hear about this? I know. I will, Turd. I swear. Apparently, it's not doing well. I'm still gonna play it, but apparently, it's not doing very well as far as like sales. I could be wrong though. I don't know. That's what I heard. But yeah, there you go. Hi. You took the internet froze so hard your Ash Ketchum hat fell off.
Yeah, well, I had to. The reason I'm
off.
on my knees is because the internet guy was here, and he was like, "There's only one way I'm turning it back on, pal."
I thought I noticed some cum bubbles in between your lips.
Yeah, it was
there. You
go. A good party. Sorry about that, everybody. No, I had to crawl over to I had the Ethernet cord behind the movie stand, so I had to move the whole movie stand and then pull it out, and then I plugged it in, and now we're back. Were you here the whole time?
Yeah, I never left.
Oh man, you probably got some plumber butt crack.
No, I didn't. No, you were frozen the entire time. Sub-Zero had you by the crustaceans.
Yeah, must have been a wireless thing.
I was telling them about Rocksteady. The rumor is that they're raising the prices on everything slowly but surely. So I think someone said it right. They were like, yeah, at this point, GTA 6 is going to be like $150. Yeah, definitely. This all started because of those Mario loving sons of bitches across the ocean. Nintendo, you fucks. Nintendo did it.
Excuse me, I burped. I had hot dogs for dinner.
So this is strange. I don't know how to switch it back.
I think it's fine. It's going to be okay. We're going to make it.
It's fine. We'll get through this together, Stacy.
I was out of breath. What is your angle, pal? I don't even know if that's what you meant, but that's just what made me think of it.
Iron Wolf saying GTA 6 is going to be $100. Yeah, but are you still going to buy it? I think most people are still going to buy that game, even on $100. It sucks because I know it's going to be one of the biggest games of the year when it comes out next year, and it's just that's how they get you. They have a tentpole type game like that. They know everyone wants it, and they can charge pretty much what they want, and then everyone's going to rush out and grab it. And then also on top of that, they're going to have the DLC for sure that's going to release later on. So it actually turned out to be, maybe you're right, $150 with DLC. But again, was this inevitable? I think it was inevitable. I mean, we all saw the writing on the wall, the slow but surely climb up the corporate wiener ladder, because they were going to keep raising prices. It's just going to happen.
I feel weird too. I feel like I'm in your like cockpit.
Don't worry,
like you're on the Indy motorcycle.
Don't worry, Goose, that ejection button works. Pull it. Pull it, Goose.
I feel so weird. Like when I used to climb the rope back in gym class. Oh man. Okay. I think we're settled now. It threw me off a little bit, but it's gonna be okay. Dude, have you heard about this All American Rejects thing that's going on, by the way?
No.
It is so cool. Like, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So All American Rejects band, you know the songs, you know the band, right? You know, swing, swing, swing from the and move
Well,
along.
obviously they're not good Americans. They were rejected. So no, I don't listen to things like that. I'm sorry. No,
I know you know Gives You Hell, right?
No, I know who they are. Yeah, I know who they are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was our youth. It was our youth.
Don't they also sing It Ends Tonight?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Dude, this is so cool. And I can only play little snippets of each segment because it's obviously bound to get copyright, but they've got a thing on their website where you can sign them up to come just play your house party. And they're just going around on tour to different people's house parties and playing it like
there.
You fixed it. Playing at I feel better now.
Yeah.
They're playing just like random people's parties and shit. Like, look at this. It actually makes me really horny. What?
Hey, lead singer, take off your pants and swing your weeder. What? I didn't say that.
I can only play this.
That guy's drunk as hell. Whoever was singing in the front was drunk as hell.
The first. This one got shut down by the cop. Look, there's people on the roof. It's like a 90s movie.
They look like a music video they're shooting.
Yeah. Look at a barn. That'd be so awesome. Super cool, man. Super cool. I think that's awesome. And you know what, dude? It's crazy because these videos are going viral and the band's more popular than they've been in like 20 years because they're just doing these shows for free at these places. And it's like genius fucking marketing tactic.
Yeah.
By the way. That's awesome. I want to go to one. We should invite them to our house.
Too wild for my taste. I don't appreciate it. Give me some Kitty G with a little Michael Bolton on the side. Thank you very much. And we'll have a good old time with some bourbon. No, I would, that it looked fun, yeah. But I'm just not a concert goer. I'm definitely not a concert goer. We've proven that time and time again. Unless there's seats that I can actually sit down and enjoy myself like a proper adult, I just don't do that.
We just need to find the right concert for you. You know, we need to get you. No opening bands. No opening bands.
I had a great time at the Def Leppard concert. It was an amazing time. It was at Rupp Arena. There were seats you could sit down and enjoy, except for the big inflated dildo that was being, passed around and the drunk girl that like fell all over people. But other than that, it was a wonderful experience.
You did go see the Menzingers with me in Nashville one time.
I don't remember it.
You sat at the table with Emily in the corner.
Yeah. I know. That was a great time.
But you still went. I mean,
I was comfortable in my bubble. I mean, I was allowing you to have a good time in your space. I was good in my space.
Dude, I went hard that show. Like all my clothes were like covered in black shit. It was fucking. It was fun though. It was really.
Dude, I don't want to get punched. I don't want to get like knocked down. I don't want to get like. I don't want to do the mosh pitty stuff, the pit moshes. I don't want to do any of that stuff. No, thank you. I already have a beer. It costs $100,000 at a concert, and then it gets spilled and knocked over. And I'm like, well, that's great. That's great. What am I going to ask this big dude that just knocked over my beer? Hey, square asshole, give me another beer. He's going to be like, fuck you. Have a good time, you chump. I'm like, all right, well, he said it.
I would say that doesn't happen all the time, but I literally got my beer knocked out of my hands at emo nights like a month or two ago. I just bought a fresh one and it was delicious. And people started moshing. It was emo night, stupid to mosh, but whatever. And then they knocked it clean out of my hand. And I just went, and then I just jumped in the mosh pit with everybody else. And then I fell down. I fell on top of someone.
Dude, I would be such like a substitute teacher if they knocked my beer in my hand and I watched it slow-mo fall and splatter all over the ground. I'd be like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look at this. Hello?
Jay'd be like, guards be like, excuse me.
I stand there with car and get your I would look like Mr. Strickland from Back to the Future, hands on the hips. You're a slacker. Your old man went here too. He was a slacker too. Be like Huey Lewis in the news that are auditioning Michael J. Fox. I'm sorry, you're just too darn loud. You're just too darn loud.
I would go to a Steven Seagal concert, and I would just start shit with a lady in the audience, and then make sure he saw it. And then when he came down to like take care of business, I would just let him kick my ass, and it would be just like a Steven Seagal movie. I would volunteer myself as tribute to have my arm snapped. But he'd probably try to eat me.
I would love to see. I want to see his sax performance, and then why he's doing it, like when it's a really soft melody, and like Jean-Claude Van Damme could beat you up, and just say it really, but say it loud enough to where he was like, "Who said that?"
Dude, so funny.
Like,
right when he gets done with Memento Ponani,
yeah,
you're like, shot clock and kick your ass. He's like, who said that?
no, I would say it real low, but loud enough to where he could hear it, so it would be more effective, and that would really make him mad because it would be like with a finality to it, like it wasn't even a question. Like I wasn't trying to get a rise out of him; I was just saying it, and then he would say, "I want you to know that not only am I the greatest saxophone player to ever live, I literally learned from the best. I'm the greatest Shidoshi master from the Dragon Mountains of Zimbabwe." Like Dragon Mountains in Zimbabwe, that's weird. It was like, it's a secret place. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's not real. I see.
With God, me and God built it together.
Oh yeah, Stacy's right. Do you remember that? Sugar gay? Who said that?
Oh my God, dude.
Who said that?
That's such a funny video. By the way, we're gonna show it now. We only have to watch it because Sugar Gay is one of the dude. He seems like such a prick here.
He's such a douche.
Like, I just typed in Sugar Gay.
I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah, it pops right up.
Or some gay porn with some sugar on the tip. Good lubricant, what I hear.
I'm gonna get diabetes. Yeah, look at this. This teen calls Mark McGrath Sugar Gay instead of Sugar Ray.
This is it's so over the top.
Gentlemen, make a hole. Move it. Sugar Gay. What's that Sugar Gay?
Oh my God, yeah, real intimidating with your bodyguards around you. Look at it like a kid that looks like this kid looks like he's in like a high C commercial. Like he looks like a young little kid that's in a high C commercial.
Dude, look at his face. It's one step away from Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder when he's like, who the fuck said that?
Yeah, he's coming in there with that like Iceman Top Gun villain attitude.
Did you? Yeah. I'll choke your fucking face. You say that? What?
Did he say I'll choke your fucking face out?
Yeah, I think he said I want your wiener in my mouth.
Didn't say anything.
He called me out.
Did I say anything? Did you say something? No, I did not say anything. Choke your fucking head.
You want to choke my head? Did you say you want to choke my head? Damn, you're strong. You want to squeeze my head and choke my brain, not my neck. You want to choke my head.
I want to soak you in a warm bubble bath. Just walks away.
Hey, Mark,
Jesus.
can I get your autograph?
No,
man.
He said, can I get your autograph? He said, shut up.
It's a God. He was so bad at anal beat fell out while he was walking. Did you see that?
Yeah, you can. All right, cool. You beat the fuck out of that guy right there. Which one? Tomorrow.
The one that Mini Driver is going to do.
I'll choke your fucking face. You say it again. Did I say anything?
He keeps saying it, dude.
God,
I'll
dude.
choke your fucking face.
Hilarious, dude. It's so funny when you're like losing your cool like this in public. It's so obviously like you were so insecure with a little wiener. It's so obvious.
Yes, you did.
Hold on, he didn't finish his autograph.
Look how little this kid is.
I know. He just wants an autograph. He called him Sugar Gay to get his attention. He might not even said it. He meant you were happy.
Like, oh, beat the fuck out of you. Go ahead. Get smart, dude. Get smart. All right. Little bitch ass fucking shit. I'll fucking choke your fucking face. You know that?
Your face, dude. I'll choke your face. How drunk are you?
Choke your fucking face.
I'll put my hand on your face and jack off at the same time. What?
You done? Yeah, you're done. Pussy, are you? Standing right here. These guys got some sack. These guys are you choke ass bitch. You'll never make it in this business.
He said you'll never make it in this business.
It's like, yeah, because I don't sing, you idiot face.
I'm not a singer, dude. You'll never make it in this business.
What if he had just like, what if that kid just, what if he went, what if he kissed him and ran? No, he kissed him and ran.
Oh, I thought you said spit.
No, he just kissed him and he ran. He's like, no, I know you liked it. Oh yeah, so hard. Ooh, look at you. You're so hot. It reminds me of that gift of Ricky Gervais when he's like, ooh, you're so hot. You look at you. You're hot. Ooh.
Dude, he's like, he probably just played a show. You can tell because he's not even sweaty.
You want to get your fucking face wrong? Yeah, I heard you say something. Mark, I want Ashley Tenori.
Oh my God.
Punch your face.
He said, I'm gonna punch your face.
Hey, Mark, if you're out here, there's a dick not being sucked. Aren't you wanted somewhere? Jesus Christ, it's probably your music producer. Get out of here.
You go home and get
It's the guy from Sugar Ray.
Oh my God, dude.
It's the guy from Sugar Ray.
This guy's the biggest punk bitch you've ever seen, right?
Yeah, you just said he was a kid. You just called him a kid, so you know.
Yeah, like honestly, he's trying so hard to be cool because he knows that the kid's not going to punch him, right? The kid's not going to fight,
He's not. No.
and
he's
now
just-
he keeps going back for more because now he feels safe.
Man, I hate fucking bullies, dude. He's a fucking bully. That's what he is. He knows he can beat the shit out of the kid, and he knows he's surrounded by his little, peon fans and his security, and he's just intimidating him. It's like, let it go, dude. He called you sugar gay. What, you don't like gay people? So what it is? Who cares? Just take it like you're happy. Your frosted tips tell you that you're happy.
I'll choke your face.
This guy right here, almost homeless. Over here. Right here. This guy needs to pay the bill. Prison rate. Not just rates. Prison rate.
Fuck you, yeah.
Did you say I'll fuck you in the ass?
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. He's giving in to his insecurities. He's always wanted that, and he's glad that guy called him out. So that's what it's all about. He's always wanted that. He just wanted the offer.
That's what you do when someone calls you gay. You're like, I'll fuck you right now.
It's like, dude, you look like a fucking fluffer. He's dressed like a fluffer from a gay porn magazine anyway. Like, he's literally dressed. All he's missing is like a gold chain.
Yeah, like his head is like what your hemorrhoid looks like when it's poking out of your butt. It's just literally Mark McGrath's head with his
dude. Ever since that, every time I see that fucker, I don't like him at all. Like, he's a straight fucking like I never would let him. But he got high. Didn't he like ET now? Like on ET or some shit like that?
Yeah. Well, he was for a while. He was like the anchor guy. I don't know why I did that, but
sugar butt.
I will say this though. The Sugar Ray song on the Scream 2 soundtrack was dope as shit. It's a great song,
dude. I only know that from the Four Corners of My Bedpost song. What's that song?
Yeah.
Their single.
Oh, you know more than that. You know a bunch of Sugar Ray songs, unfortunately. Like, it's just but the one you're talking about, it's like every morning.
Yeah, that one. Every morning when I wake up, that one, yeah. But in his case, every morning when he wakes up, there's a dildo hanging from the corner of his 4-post bed. And that's what he's upset about, because he's afraid that the paparazzi caught a picture. Yeah, so what? So I like to dress up in stockings and have my girlfriend strap on doobie. So what? I have frosted tits. Look at them.
The Scream 2 song is great though. Like, I can hear it in my and I'm gonna find her. It kind of sounds like a pop punk song in a way. I think they used to actually be a punk band before they got big with Fly. That was their big song.
Yeah.
Fly, baby, fly, or whatever the fuck. How's it go?
Come, my lady. Come, my lady. That's not them.
No, that's
that's a totally different.
Crazy Town.
Crazy Town, yeah.
Crazy Town. There was a Fly. Fuck, how's it go? So just a second of it, we'll know.
I don't know.
You won't be able to shake
steal
it.
My sunshine, it's not for me. If you steal my sunshine.
Oh yeah.
I just watched the behind the music with those guys.
That's not a bad song, by the way. That's a great
They're
song.
still around. They still do stuff.
No shit.
Uh-huh.
That's yeah.
25 years old.
Yeah.
Oh my God, rest your soul. Have mercy.
I just want to fly.
Because the one guy in the background goes, "Have mercy." So is that your only part?
Yeah. Then when it breaks down, it's like fly, 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 fly on the fly.
Yeah,
it's the worst music ever. But it does get stuck in your head.
Sounds like that song was literally made for Dillard's changing rooms. 100%. Dillard's.
By the way, that I also love them.
Tom said that song is not on the soundtrack.
No, not that song. That's not the song.
Not that song, Tom.
Yeah, the Scream 2 song is that's the She's Gone and I'm Gonna Find Her. I don't know the name of it, but it's a great song. It's a great song.
All around the world, statues crumble for me. Who knows how long? I don't know. It just means that the world's falling apart. What a conceited bitch you are. All around the world, the statues crumble for you because you're so hot. You frosted tip sugar gay.
They have way more by the way hit songs than we are giving them credit for, because they also have Someday. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, I kind of Someday. Oh yeah, that song sucks. Is that Mark Hoppus?
No, shut your mouth.
No, I swear to God, that looked just like Mark Hoppus with the guitar on the left of him.
Oh, it's probably because they were in the black shirts or whatever. And then there's this one too.
Oh, yeah. I'm missing you.
That guy kind of looked like Tom DeLonge, by the way.
Yeah, I did. What's up, Mike White? We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out listening to some old school Sugar Ray stuff, man. Come on in.
Yeah.
Emptiness is nothing. I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either. I'm gonna watch it later though. Where's the Mean Machine? Where's the
Which one?
I don't know where the song. Scream 2. If I knew the song, Rivers. That's the name of the song.
Oh.
Dude, this is a great song. Makes me feel like I'm high standing outside a convenience store.
Yeah, this sounds like
That's good.
that music would fit the, like, if you went to Vegas for the first time and then it was a life lesson and you walked out with nothing at the end of the movie and the credits were rolling, but you found love.
Yeah.
Like that would be the song that would be playing.
Yeah. I could totally see that. By the way, speaking of which, at the end of Scream 2, I always thought it was really stupid, as much as I love that movie. When Sydney's walking off campus and like all this horrible things, all these people are still dead, all of her friends are still dead. This happy ass song comes on. I can't think of the name of the song. I want to say it's not Everclear, but it's a Collective Soul comes on, and it's like the happiest song. Like, we made it, and it's like everyone's still dead, Sydney. I don't know.
What's that Collective Soul? Did they do Heaven Let Your Light Shine On?
Yeah. You're on a heater, dude.
Yeah, but I always used to, whoa, Heaven Let Your Light. I used to think they used to say light shine out. Is that what they said?
No,
I
think it's Heaven Let Your Light Shine Down.
Shine down. I said shine on or shine out. That's what I thought they were talking about. Yeah. Good time.
I love how everybody sang in the 90s. It's just
I really miss the soundtracks that would come out for movies and they would write songs specifically for that movie. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah. That was cool. Every once in a while they do. There was one that came out not too long ago. They did.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. It's not. It was Collective Soul that sang that song. God, we're idiots. We're taking back our rock cards.
What did we say? I thought I said Collective Soul.
No, I think we said somebody else.
Oh, well, either way. That song's got a great breakdown in it. That down. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. 90s had great soundtracks. It really did. I think 90s, honestly, as a decade, I know some would argue and say the 80s was better, but I mean, as far as like nonstop cool ass songs that were on soundtracks, I feel like the 90s wins that one every day. The 90s literally had just like, it seemed like every other album had a great song on it or two.
I don't know the context, but it just makes me happy that Eric was just like Pippi Longstockings.
I'm Pippi Longstockings. Pippi Longstockings.
Do you guys remember Pippi Longstockings?
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to fuck her.
Yeah, she's hot.
When I was a kid. Not as an adult, because I'm pretty sure.
Well, I knew while Willie says 80s. I'm not saying that 80s overall is worse than the 90s as far as music is.
It's 90s is the best.
But I'm saying like soundtracks though. I feel like the 90s had better ones.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I am leaving out some good stuff though. Like the 80s had Ghostbusters, it had Back to the Future, it had like Top Gun, it had Heaven Helps the Man, or Heaven Helps the Man. It had Footloose.
They had good ones. Oh yeah, you're right. Crazy dude. The Batman Forever soundtrack went hard as shit. The whole thing,
amazing.
Even like U2 is like one of the worst bands in history, and they had a badass song on that. That hold me, touch me,
no, it's hold me, thrill me. And then it was like kill me. I was like, oh my god, U2, stop. I didn't even know that was U2. That had an awesome animated video too.
The best song was the one when Riddler was in his room trying to figure out his name. It was that you're sort of stuck at your job.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Don't like your boss, you can blow his head off.
In your dream, have it. That should have been Burger King's commercial song.
Dude, that's
your way. It's like, yeah, dude. I'm thinking about going to Burger King and get me a Whopper my way, bro. Riddler style.
What was the story? Didn't they like for those, those the new Burger King songs? How does it go? Fuck. The new Burger King song, it's the Have It Your Way. I know I'm getting that's the way it's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
It's like have a second one. They'll never know. Fuck, how does it go? Anyways, they paid Hans Zimmer. They gave him like a cut of like the entire business apparently to write that theme song. I heard. Yeah, Whopper, 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 Whopper. Thanks, Dookie.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. It'll get you. It'll get you nonstop.
Yeah. At
Oh.
BK.
Dude, I know this isn't about Burger King, but I watched this video today about did you ever realize that Harold Ramis and Bill Murray hadn't spoken in 20 years before he died? The last movie they'd worked on together was Groundhog Day.
Didn't a bunch of those dudes like hate each other?
No, it was only, but well, Harold Ramis and Bill Murray were like really like big time at odds with one another, and the reason is because Harold Ramis had said that he'd already realized that Bill Murray had become a little bit more difficult to work with in Ghostbusters 2, but then when they did Groundhog Day, said he was going through divorce, and then Dan Aykroyd actually coined Bill Murray at that time when he was going through his divorce as a Murricane, because he said he would flip on a dime. He would be cool sometimes, and he would be like really shitty other times, and so Harold Ramis would come to like have problems on set, and he was like real dismissive and kind of a bitch about things going on. Bill Murray was, because the way that Bill Murray saw that movie is Bill Murray wanted to be more of a philosophical, deep drama, and then Harold Ramis was looking at it like a comedy. So that's where they clashed, and he got to a point where it was so bad. I guess at some point Harold Ramis like slammed him up against a wall, and I guess just cucked him out. And so he just did what he wanted him to do. And then after the movie was over, he just stopped talking to him. And Bill Murray, Bill Murray had basically blamed Harold Ramis for his on-screen framing. So he felt that because of Harold Ramis's direction, that he was now considered the funny man in Hollywood, and he never got a crack at doing drama. And I'm like, dude, you did. It just, you sucked at it. Like, it's not like, I mean, he's not bad at everything, but
just literally Scrooge. Ironically, Chevy Chase was almost a Ghostbuster, right? And everyone fucking hates Chevy Chase.
No, it was the actual original lineup for Ghostbusters. He might have been, but I think it was going to be it was Dan Aykroyd, obviously, Harold Ramis, John Belushi was going to be Peter Venkman, and then he passed away. And then Dan Aykroyd really wanted Eddie Murphy, and then Eddie Murphy turned it down to do Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, yeah. That just gets confusing because they all ran in the same circles.
Oh well, take it or leave it. Bill Murray did beat Chevy Chase's ass on SNL, but that was because Chevy Chase he thought was like way too, like he thought he had become bigger than his britches could hold him, because he came on to do like a guest show. He was like an asshole to everybody. I guess that's what happened. But anyway, the whole thing with Bill Murray and Harold Ramis is Harold Ramis was literally blamed by Bill Murray for 20 fucking years, dude. And that he was like it was his fault that no one took it seriously in Hollywood, or that he could only land roles as the funny guy.
Hey man, comedians have shallow self-esteem. I mean, that's just the truth. Like that's why you get funny, is because you have low self-esteem in most situations.
Yeah,
it's not even a dig. It's just true.
Well, Chelly Beans also said Farley was originally supposed to be Shrek. I know it's a totally different thing, but that's true. How different would that movie have been? They already had recorded some of his lines. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't even think. And I think it was Chris Farley just being Chris Farley. There was no like Scottish accent. That was what Mike Myers put in afterwards, but they had to re-record the whole thing. But it would have been a totally different movie. I'm not saying that Mike Myers didn't nail it, and the Scottish accent now just goes hand in hand with Shrek. But it would have been interesting to see Chris Farley voice that character.
Jay, I gotta pee.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll get on in the super chat a little bit. We got JK said, which would you rather see, Tarantino's Halloween 6 or Freddy versus Jason versus Ash? Without a doubt, my good sir JK, I'm going to say Tarantino's Halloween 6. I think that the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash would be fine, and I'd have a good time with it. But I think that, again, once you start doing these versus movies, it's pretty much telling everyone, it's signaling to the world that you've given up and you don't think that there's any more story to be told with these characters. And Bruce Campbell's already gone over this before in a couple of interviews. He had said that, he's like, all right, that's fine. They had approached him with the idea of doing something like that. And then he was like, all right, so after I kill him, what then? And they're like, excuse me, what? It was like, oh, after Ash kills him, what happens? And then they're like, hey, we'll call you back, because that's really the way it was. Like Bruce Campbell's like, well, I wasn't going to lose. My character can't lose. He's Ash. He's Ash Williams. He's not going to lose to Freddie and Jason. So that's why it wouldn't work, because it would piss off a lot of people, I think, because the way it would play out. But 100%, Tarantino's Halloween 6 would be incredible. Would be absolutely incredible, especially if they'd have to bring back Paul Rudd too. You have to bring back Paul Rudd. But thank you, Gary B. So Micah J, please pass the rice. I can't do it as good as Mike, but Gary, the rice is yours, sir. Cineroth says, if Friday the 13th, Final Destination 3, the roller coaster crashes because the pervy guy dropped his camera on the track, but he got off the ride. So how did it crash? Love you guys. I don't know, Cineroth. It's a Final Destination movie. Plot holes abound. I have no idea. Maybe Death's put it back. Like he was there. Death was like, that was a great way to go. I mean, I'm not going to let some asshole get off the ride and ruin my good time. I'm going to magically create a camera, and it's going to be on the track. So I don't know. You can play it like that. Like no matter what was going to happen, something was going to be in that track that resembled the cameras, and Death did it. I have no idea, but I know what you're. There's a lot. If you really look into a Final Destination movie, plot holes are as big as Courtney Love's vagina. They're huge, okay, and they probably smell as bad. But anyway, my point being is like Final Destination doesn't really need to necessarily have like tight stories or a tight plot to be effective. But that's my opinion. But it's a good point. Good call out. In there, Sandoval.
I like your tight plot.
Yeah. In there, Sandoval says, you guys ever thought about visiting California? You should. We should have White Claws. Love you guys. I want to listen. I already have a hard time breathing because I smoke. Smog is a no way, Jose, for me. I got to say no. And also, I don't want to get robbed. But I mean, you get robbed here, but I think it's more likely to get robbed in California. So no,
dude, I'm not a Democrat. Okay, I'm not a Democrat.
Could have fooled me, Nancy.
However, I've always wanted to go to California. Look, I know that the hobos poop in the streets and that there's no law enforcement, and I know that there's a lot of secret sex clubs. But I just, dude, I want to go to California. I want to go to the California coast. I want to experience LA for all it is. Mostly, I just want to go to San Diego and try to meet Tom from Blink.
I think it's like obviously you're gonna be presented with a lot of opportunities if you go to California. You get to see a lot of things and do a lot of things that normally you don't have access to in other parts of the country. But I think the payoff though is like you have a higher chance of getting robbed, of butt rape in the street, someone pooping in your mouth and taking your lunch money, smog, gridlock traffic, hot ass, like sweaty ass heat. I don't know. It's just not my thing, but it's a good time. I mean, maybe
Jay would turn into Michael Douglas and falling down in like 3 hours in California.
I would find my way somehow, some another in a P. Diddy house full of just jizz on the wall. It looked like the river of slime in Ghostbusters 2. I'm like, how did I get here? What's happened? By the way,
things happen in California too, man.
Yeah. There's an ocean there.
Sun.
JK also, I already answered it, but what do you think? I said Tarantino's Halloween 6, 100%.
Tarantino's Halloween 6. Yeah. Like Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. It sounds like a great concept. The comic book is great. The script they had for it's great, but you just know they would fuck it up and it would be corny.
Well, I think it's also one of those things. So is when they do the versus stuff, it signals to the rest of the world. I already mentioned this to the chat, but it's like we don't have any ideas, so we're just going to throw them together like the movie Monsters Fight. Plus, by the way, and again, Bruce Campbell had mentioned before that they don't want that to happen because Ash Williams will kill them both. So if they do that, like it doesn't work for their studio.
Yeah, we broke down the script several years back, and it was pretty fun. It was a good time in and around the hole.
Nighttime. Bring Her Back is a sick, disgusting film. Loved it.
Stop it! I'm tired of you guys seeing things before I can.
That should be on a poster for it. Like that is the kind you should be a movie reviewer right there. You should have 1 million subscribers.
Better than half of Rotten Tomatoes already.
Sick, disgusting film. Loved it. Not hated it, loved it. That's what we're talking about. I heard it was, and it's what's crazier is that it's the Raka guys, which I remember watching them on YouTube years ago, and I'm like, those guys are great with special effects and whatnot, but I didn't know they'd ever make movies. But holy shit, good for them.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait. Next Friday.
Got Katie Sidebottom. Thank you so much. Katie says, I'm known for getting a little crazy with the stick. Love you both. Hey, love you, Katie. Thank you.
Love you, Katie. Not you, wife.
We've got Diana 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 Abel says, hi, Mike and Jay. Hope you guys have a good night. Cheers. Hey, thank you so much. A member for
you
10
too,
months.
Pal.
Member
you have a great
10
day.
Months. Thank you.
I mean, Diana, not Pal. Diana.
You can call girl,
Dirty
pal.
Diana.
Oh,
no.
Turlington coming in hot off the press. It says, rewatch the Superman trailer and notice that the Green Lantern be rocking that Lloyd Christmas hairdo. Dumb and Dumbery. Maybe a hair don't. Ha! It is true, Turlington, and I appreciate a good dad joke myself. That is absolutely true. That man got cut by a barber that was blind and half deaf. It did not look good.
You're not allowed to say anything bad about that movie, okay? They'll come for you in your home and jack you off, but like with glass in their hands, like at the end of Kickboxer.
They will literally shove kryptonite in your crack hole and make you like it.
You're not allowed to do it. You're not allowed to do it. But his hair looks stupid as hell. But it's comic accurate. I don't care. It still looks dumb as shit. There's a reason why we take some stuff out of the comics and update it, for God's sake.
Nicolas Cage's hair extensions and we've woven hair in Ghost Rider looks better than that shit. And that's real hair, probably. They look bad. We got Jordan Cruz saying, you guys seen the 4:30 movie? Highly recommend it. Some good Kevin Smith shite.
Dude, that's so wild. I was getting ready to apologize to whoever super chat Jay just read because I saw a comment in the chat that made me laugh. And dude, out of all the irony, by the way, I did want to see that when I saw the trailer for it. Out of all the irony, the comment that made me laugh was Jordan Cruz as well, because he said Dirty Diana. That man, that's a flashback. If you know, you know. And originally, I was just he wasn't here earlier, and then I remembered. Now I know what he's talking. I know who he's talking.
No, dude. When you mention that, Jordan, what I get flashes of is like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth. Like the Rita Repulsa opening. You don't want to bring that up. Don't open that sealed tube. Don't open that sealed tube.
Oh, I wish I could say all the things I want to say.
No, we don't need to do that because no way. I don't want to do that. No way. Just pardon that.
Wow.
I get gassy when I'm nervous. But yeah, I don't even know what 430 is. Is that the one? That's the one where the kid is like trying to be a filmmaker and he works at a movie theater. Is that the one? Oh yeah,
Kevin good. Smith's last movie.
Yeah,
that he did.
Yeah,
I love the people in the chat who know what we're talking about too.
Hey, you know what I'm doing?
Old school.
This is called changing gears, transmission, full on. Let's go. Let's move on.
Hey, have you guys ever received an X-ray of someone's injury in the mail? Do you think that's weird?
Should the ones that have raise their hands? So anyway, we got Colton Candler coming in hot too, saying thoughts on Friday the 13th, the game potentially getting a remaster, and John Carpenter working on a Halloween game where you can play scenes from the film. I like both those ideas. I don't know how Friday the 13th getting a potential remaster. It depends on who's gonna who's the company behind it. Like the licensing issue was the problem with why they shut down the servers to begin with. So they would have to figure that out moving forward. But it was Gun Media that was in control of Friday the 13th. I can't remember who was like controlling them.
It was Gun. And Colton, I'm confused on that. Like, so from what I understand, there was just some speculation that maybe some people thought because of the announcement from the Jason universe about them signing with like Stryker or whatever that thing was for the licensing meant that, because Gun, it happened at the same time that Gun stopped updating the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. I think some people saw that and thought it meant that they were going to remaster Friday the 13th. And there's nothing on the internet that says that anywhere at all. So I think people were just thinking maybe that could happen.
I think that if they did remaster it though, and they brought it back, I think they're especially to go along with them re-releasing or releasing a movie for Friday the 13th and getting that interest hot again. I think it would do very well. I think it would have a renewed interest and a resurgence of players that actually would stick around. Because the problem is people just stopped playing it. I mean, and then they lost support because they had to get rid of it and they couldn't do any more updates. But there was some cool gameplay going on there. But also John Carpenter working on a Halloween game where you can play scenes from the film. I just feel like that's a cock tease, dude. I want the whole game. I don't want to play just scenes from the film. I want to play the whole game.
Yeah, dude. And also like we've talked about this a lot, but like I'm over the multiplayer. I'm just over it. Like, make a good story game. Like that's what I'd like to see above all that. But and no, Tomo said don't trust Gun. They dine and dash on TCM and Evil Dead. Gun did not do Evil Dead. I don't think that they dined and dashed on TCM. If you look at all the work they put into that game, man, I think that was really labor of love for them. And I don't think any of the stuff that happens is actually their fault. I just don't think those specific, what do you call those games, by the way? Asymmetrical? Like,
no, they're not. They're just multiplayer games. I mean, that's first person. No, they're not even. They're third person.
Darth said asymmetrical multiplayer. So
asymmetrically. Okay, yeah.
But like, I just don't think that those have lasting power. I mean, I know that there's Dead by Daylight, but isn't that the only one that's ever survived?
Yeah, but dude, Dead by Daylight. Yeah, but they know how to play that game. They know how the game literally, like Triple H. They know how to make the business work. But yeah, but you're never gonna unseat them. But I agree. I don't think that they dined and dashed. I think that there wasn't enough support for the game for them to stick around. That's what happened. I mean, they couldn't make the bills. So I mean, you can only go for so long with it until you have to turn the servers off if they're not making money. But yeah. By the way, speaking of what Mike was saying about the Halloween game, I don't like the idea that you only have to play scenes. I want to play like the Quarry, dude. Just make a game like the Quarry and call it Halloween or call it Scream, where you have to figure out who the killer is or what's going on or how you're going to survive, and every choice you make is different or it affects the story overall. I think that would be cool, but yeah. We'll see what happens if they bring back Friday the 13th. I think it only works if they release the film along with it.
Yeah.
We have Man of Tomorrow saying, "Hey, Mike and Jay, tomorrow night I graduate from high school. Congratulations!"
Fucking A, man.
I
Tomorrow.
just wanted
He
to
is the
thank
man
you-
of tomorrow.
Yes, you are. I just wanted to thank you guys for the videos and laughs over the years. How long have you been watching? Yeah, like you better.
I was in diapers the first
Yeah.
time I seen it.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
No, congratulations, man. Graduating high school is not easy. I had to do it 2 weeks late. I had to do it in summer school.
If you're with some girl, let her go, man. Because marrying your high school sweetheart, trust this guy. Not going to work out in the future. It just won't. Maybe it will, but I doubt it. Tanner Bowles says, "Hey guys, I had to take a break from my traveling job. My blood pressure and anxiety really messed with me these past few weeks, but you guys rock." Hey man, that sucks, dude. I understand all about that. We both understand anxiety for sure. Just take a little chill pill, man. Relax, have a beer. Let's talk about it. All right, we're all together.
Yeah, man. Hey, dude, Tanner, if there's anything I know, it's anxiety, pal. So yeah, hey, that's what's smart though. When you need a break, take a break. The world will be there when you're done. Take the break. Take care of your mental health. Take care of yourself. Don't push things down. Let them come to the surface.
Yep, you're not yourself when you don't have a Snickers bar. So enjoy one. Enjoy one and just relax. JK, we also say The Swing by Everclear, best song on Scream 2.
Dude, and it's got such a good needle drop. The second he throws Sarah Michelle Gellar, and he's like, yeah, and throws her and like wipes the knife. Right then, it's like, never heard about anything. It's fucking, dude, it's such a good needle drop, that song.
Was my favorite, like it's tied. My favorite Scream song, period, point blank, is either the Youth of America song or tied with What If by Creed. And even though it's associated with the shittiest one, Scream 3.
Both excellent choices. I also love the Mama grabbed onto the milkman's hand and she finally gave birth. It's JT Owsley wrote it.
Yeah, that sounds like a JT Owsley song. You know he puts that on when he has sex with his stepmom, for sure. Gary also come in and says, "Can you guys read my comment in chat, please? Because it won't let me super chat it, even though it's not bad. Just tell me when to send it."
Now. Say it now. Now,
Silence
Bob,
Bob.
now.
Yeah, I know we were both going to do it. It better not be bad, though. You better not be tricking us.
Oh, but it's real bad. They won't let you say curse words. You got to put like an
That's true.
asterisk or something on the you and fuck.
Gaza, if you are both in prison, who drops the soap first? Well, I might do it just to get it over with really quick. I might need a big, strong man to survive. I'm all about survival, guy. That's who I am. I'm like, hey, you know what? If I can't take the guy on and I can't beat him up, let him put it in one time. Squeegee my butthole clean. And you know what? I have to deal with it for like a couple of years or whatever, how long I'm in there, but nobody fucks with me.
Jay would drop it thinking that like the guy behind him was going to be the big guy and he's just going to go ahead and get it out of the way, take one for the team, and then he'd find himself enjoying it and be like, this feels familiar. And then he'd turn around, it would just be me. And he'd be like, damn it, I wasted the good surprise on you.
Like, yeah, well, now great. Now we're both going to get butt fucked by strangers. Good job.
I'd be like, let's get something straight, everybody in the shower.
Actually,
that asshole is mine.
Or I would do a Lex Luthor. I would go out on the yard before I know it's like, hey, that guy, little Tony has taken a liking to you. I'm like, little Tony. It's like that big motherfucker over there. Little Tony likes you.
That's because it's
like,
ironic.
I'm like, why you mean likes me? He's like, he likes you. He wants to spread them cheeks and put his butter sauce all up in your colon hole. And you're like, oh man. What I would do is I was like, well, here's the thing you don't know. The guy that I came in with, that dude over there with the Ash Ketchum hat that he's still wearing for some reason, he loves the butt sex and he'll drop the soap on purpose. Like, I'll tell little Tony he might take you up. When we get in the shower, I would throw the soap like Mike dropped it. And when Mike was like, hey, Jay, you dropped the soap when he went to bend up, I'm like, yes, little Tony got it. He nailed it.
Listen, I don't appreciate what you just said, okay? While I do love butthole pleasures from men, this hat is a wonderful hat. And Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar in South Carolina is a wonderful place to have Old Bay chicken wings. And they have a shark in the bar.
They do. I know. I've seen pictures online. We've got Wild Willie, a member for 1 month. We like that. Reboot Ghostbusters. They already tried that Wild Willie. They fucking sucked. But who you got? Mine, Rudd, Odenkirk, Bill Hader, Jason Segel. 80s soundtrack, rock, Footloose, Rocky IV, Beverly Hills Cop, or Batman. So rebooting Ghostbuster in today, who would you put in the cast? I've always said this, dude. And you know what? They're a little older now, but I still think they could nail that shit with a huge budget. As long as they were in charge of creative and they didn't get fucked by the studio, give it to the Broken Lizard guys. Imagine Super Troopers and Ghostbusters.
I like that a lot.
I want that.
Even though they're like weirdly hit or miss. Like they
no, but I know, but
anger,
well,
that
the
sucks.
Super Troopers 2 was terrible, and that was crowdfunded. and that was awful.
So
Like they were like
yeah.
scared to pull the trigger on any.
So it was
joke.
like slamming salmon and weird shit like that.
Yeah, but I always thought those guys were like naturally funny and they have good chemistry with each other, so they would already know how to play off one another. And I think it'd be hilarious to have basically Super Troopers and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with like the 40-year-old virgin Judd Apatow folks, like not Judd Apatow himself because I know he's a weirdo with all the political stuff, but like it used to, like, I don't want Seth Rogen because I don't want to have to hear weed the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And I used to think Paul Rudd, but now he is a Ghostbuster, and he's kind of in the lame Ghostbuster movies, in my opinion.
I think he's like Ghostbuster adjacent. He's not really.
Yeah,
I mean, he is a Ghostbuster, but he's not.
I'm 100% in on Bill Hader and Jason Segel. 100%. Odenkirk would fit in with those guys too. He would do a good job. I'm also fuck, dude. If I could think about this more, I could give a way better answer for sure. Marlon Wayans. I'm gonna throw Marlon Wayans in there. I think he'd be great.
But as far as
black guy, you gotta have him.
Well, I did. Broken Lizard's got he's got Ramathorn. Ramathorn.
Yeah,
he's got the mustachio. Drink that fucking syrup. We got also Footloose, Rocky IV, Beverly Hills Cop, or Batman. As far as 80s soundtrack rock, which is your favorite? Gonna be Rocky IV for me all day long. All day long. I liked every song. Every song
out of that list. If you had to pick the most notable theme, it's Beverly Hills Cop for me, but I'm going to go Rocky IV as well.
Yeah, because that's one of those rare albums that every song is good. Every song is good.
Yeah.
Even the instrumental is awesome. JT Install says, if you sent a DVD of my fave film, would you watch it? No fucking way, dude. I know who you are. No fucking way. Aiden Spraggins, thank you so much. No comment or chat associated with the super chat, but we appreciate you. Jason Bond says, if you could survive one horror movie by swapping places with the villain, which one would it be and why? So if you could survive one horror movie by swapping places with the villain. Mm-hmm. I see you in back. Go ahead. Be proud.
Megan Fox and
Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, sexy. Tell us why.
Because then I'd be Megan Fox and I could touch myself.
How long would you look at yourself in the mirror before you got to the deed?
Yeah, but then if Machine Gun Kelly showed up, I'd be like, no.
So yeah, if I could survive by swapping places with the villain, which one would it be and why? I was gonna say Thanos because he would still have the Infinity Gauntlet, but it's not a horror movie. I don't know, man. I would have to swap places. They all fucking suck. The ones I've got in my head. Mike took the best one. Jennifer's Body is a really good one. I guess I'm just gonna have to go with Pinhead and go back to fucking hell.
Rattled the thunder.
I know, dude. I'm gonna have to go back to hell. It's just called marriage, but I'll have to go back there and live there forever in Leviathan's butthole. So I guess I'll take Pinhead because I like him. He's cool looking. Got Crazy Saint.
He wants to do sex stuff with his victims.
For sure. Well, it's just called having a good time for both. Crazy Saint says, Mike, you mentioned you don't do heights. Have you seen the movie Fall? That one will make your hole clinch up. By the way, good 90s track. Hey now, Swirl 360.
Is that hey now, don't treat me special? Is that the song?
Is that an 80s song?
Sounds like an 80s song.
Yeah.
But either way, I'll keep that in mind. Swirl 360 sounds fun. Sounds like those ice cream cones that you can get at a Golden Corral when you were a kid. And you put
it also sounds like an adventurous sex position after the Kama Sutra you've read. Let's try the Swirl 360, honey. We're not adventurous.
That's what I do to dudes' buttholes. I don't do heights, and that's why I won't watch Fall. Actually, I don't, because I've seen clips from it, and when they go to the top of that needle tower, I'm like, woo, and like I can feel my butthole tingling, and I don't like that shit at all.
I watched there was a guy that had to replace the safety line rope at like one of those stadiums, you know, like where they play football. I don't know what it was used for, but it was like one of those huge stadiums, and he like walks out on this beam that's like, I don't know how fucking far up it is, and he's like walking on this round beam, and he's like having to clip his belt on the safety line, and his whole job while he's out there is to replace the fucking line that he's clipping on. So at one point he's free and he's just standing there holding on. Dude, you can't watch that until you go like you go cross-eyed because he has a GoPro on his fucking hat. And then someone in the comments said it right. They're like, because imagine this, there's no jump scares, there's no scary music, it's just the clangs of all the other workers working and knowing that one mistake is your last while you're up there.
Yeah, no thank you.
Fucking scary, dude.
I'm good. I'm good. They did a movie all about that dude who did the tightrope walk between buildings too. It's called The Walk because they don't have any original ideas in Hollywood. It's called Man Who Walks Across Wire.
We got Billy, the offspring of JT Owsley.
Hi.
That's what inbreeding will do. Why they call you Dr. Loomis? You ain't no doctor. You just chased around a guy named Mike Myers. Charles, you too. Why is there a hole in my bed? You piece of shit. I'll add that. I call you a mistake from the vagina dock hole, Billy. It's disgusting and disturbing to look at your face. You have one eyebrow. I can't even tell if you're smiling, if you're unhappy, or you're frowning. You look like you smell like pee and you eat your poop sticks. Your poop sticks. Poop boogers. You also collect them. Don't ever talk to me again, Billy. You disturb me.
I'm a fish sticks guy myself. Hey, listen, there's a hole in your mattress because I did what Halle Berry said her husband was going to do to her on Mother's Day. All right. I've jerked off to that video 12 times. And I put you through the mattress. That's what happened. I don't know if you remember, Billy, but I put you through the mattress. You're so ugly, I didn't want to look at you. So I shoved your face so hard into it, but I still had to get my jollies. I had to get my squigglies out and put you right through there.
He did the Rock. Know your role and shut your mouth. That's what he did. We've got Cody Buchanan. One must go. Michael Keaton, Batman, Spawn, Blade, or The Crow.
I don't like you, Cody.
Well, I think it's obvious the one that's going to be picked. It's going to be Spawn. I mean, I love Michael Jai White in that movie, but let's be honest, that movie is pretty weak sauce overall. It's pretty watered down. But I love Michael Jai White in that movie. I'd have to let him go just to keep Batman, Blade, and The Crow.
Yeah, goodbye to you. Goodbye to you.
Yeah,
you're taking up my time. The Spawn's got to go.
It's a long, dark road out of hell. I want to live. That's Marilyn Manson from that soundtrack. By the way, Spawn had a great soundtrack too. Somebody mentioned that earlier.
I'm having one of those days where I just don't like the way I look. It's
because Tyler says you're out of your element. What are you talking about?
I've heard that a lot in the bedroom.
Nuh-uh.
It's true.
I think everybody's Proper says, hey dudes, I go poopy. It was good. Doofy. Yeah, you did. Jay and Mike.
I go poopy. It was good.
Jay, what was the worst hangover that you guys have ever had, Jay and Mike? Man, there's been so many. It's hard to. We've literally lost brain cells. Like I think we have like the melted brains from it. What's it called? Wet brain. I think we have wet brain.
Yeah, dude. I've had a lot of really bad ones. There was one time about 4 or 5 years ago, I was so hungover, I woke up and I just cried in the shower. Laid down like Jim Carrey in the bathtub, and I was just like, it hurts.
That's when you know it's bad.
Yeah, but the worst one, and it was like 5 a.m. too. Oh god, I was in such pain. But the absolute worst one. Surprisingly, the day I woke up on the side of the road, that hangover wasn't that bad.
It was just embarrassing.
I think it was just like happy to be alive. Yeah, like it was just a genuine appreciation of still living. But I'll go with the first one I ever had, which because the night of my sister's wedding, she's a bitch, but the night of her wedding, I was one of the first times I ever got drunk, and me and a couple dudes passed around this bottle of banana, I think it was pina colada flavored rum, and we're just drinking it, and I got drunk and I threw up on my rented tux from Men's Warehouse. And the next day, the whole family, like my mom's side of the family, was there, and we all went to Hardee's to eat. And I got a biscuits and gravy, and I'm just sitting there at the table, and everyone's talking and all jovial around me, and I'm just like, I thought I was gonna throw up like right at the fucking table. It was awful. It was not.
Dude,
you think it when I learned, but I didn't.
I had a really bad one at this last Scarefest. Really bad. Awful. One of the worst.
April had a fucking bad one. That was.
She had a bad one too, but I had a bad one before. Like after that, she got recovered because she was smart and didn't go out and continue to drink after the next day. I said,
was yours on the last day?
The last day, yeah, it was bad. It was awful. But I also remember it was really bad when Mike had his bachelor party. And we partied with the Mexicans too hard. They had the cate. They had the cate biro. And we were drinking that shit and slamming it back like it was fucking water. And the next morning, I had to marry Mike and his betrothed. And I was fucking shit. I was still drunk. I know I did something blasphemous. Like it had to be under God. It had to be like this marriage is not blessed. Like, oh shit, because I imbibed too much. That was really bad. I did not want to. I almost like called you like, hey man, can you just postpone your wedding for like a day?
That's such a you thing to do. Like
it's just a day, dude. Like it's a piece of paper. I'll sign it tomorrow. I swear to God.
Just do it when you get back. No, dude, that night was bad. Those Mexicans. I don't know how they. I don't know how they do it.
Mike threatened. He's like, "I'll fucking kill you." You're like, "I'll fucking kill you." So there was a guy, by the way. I'm not gonna let that. I'll let you tell that part. But there was one guy outside. He was really cool. His name was Luis. And I never forget him, dude. Like he looked like a fucking like a Spanish Sopranos guy. Like he just looked like that dude. It was outside. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, man. So you like Floyd Mayweather?" I'm like, "Yeah," because they love boxing. I'm like, "Yeah, I love boxing." Yeah, I was like, "I don't love him. I think Floyd Mayweather kind of overrated, or whatever." He's like, "I'll tell you something else." He's like, Floyd Mayweather get boxers to throw fights all the time because when someone's gonna pay you $100,000 million, you're gonna throw the fight. And I'm like, 100,000 million? That's a lot, Luis. It's like, I know. He's like, drink this Tecate. By the way, that Tecate tastes like fucking straight charcoal, dude. I don't know how people drink that.
No. So what we did, this was the night before my wedding. Instead of doing a bachelor's party, we just had Katie and everybody come, and we all just went to the Mexican restaurant. And it goddamn, middle of nowhere, Winchester, Kentucky, at the Mexican restaurant that we frequented, and they knew it was the night before our wedding. And they kept bringing us. I think it was more specific.
Dude, they lit your hand on fire.
Yeah.
I was drunk as fuck.
This is when the restaurant was still open. They started bringing, and you guys know if you have a local Mexican restaurant, when you order a tall, it's not a beat up's glass. It's a
grande. A grande.
Yeah, it's this tall. It's this big around. Huge. It's like 3.5 beers. So they bring it, and then they put in a shot of 151 Bacardi, and they drop it in the fucking beer, and then they light that fucking thing on fire, and then you chug it. And I did like 6 of them because after the first one, it was on. Like, and then like they kept doing them with us, and we're doing them together. And like Jay said, I tried to get them to teach me how to light it, and I burnt my thumb. And because one guy kept putting his arm around Katie, and I was like, I'll fucking kill you.
You were being dragged to the bathroom because you were sick, and they were dragging you to the bathroom to vomit. And you're like, I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you as they were dragging you back. Because the guy that was serving you the alcohol, like to have this happening drink for your bachelor party, was drunk as fuck, dude. Like that, it was Alfredo. And when he poured it all over the table too. When he poured it into the fucking glass, and when he lit it, the whole fucking thing went up. And you were like, "Oh," and you were, "Oh, that's what it was." You were going into the bathroom to cool your hand off, to clean it.
Oh, yeah. That's what, because that shit. I had like it burnt me, but and I said, "Okay," we were all just joking around. He was sitting there with his arm around, kind of like,
yeah, it was
like making that face, but no, dude, they ended up closing the Mexican restaurant like to all other outcomers, and it was us and like 12 of us, and we were having like dance competitions, and like not like cool dance competitions, but like
the worst drunk thing
around, running around the room like a chicken turkey jockey.
It was fun, though,
and then
dude.
like it was a blast. But then we got the tab, and we thought like all these drinks kept flowing. We thought some of them might be free. They were not free. It was like $300.
No, they charged Mike's bill. Because Mike was the groom, and they were like, "Oh, I thought I was drinking on my favorite friend's."
They were drinking on my tab.
Yeah, dude. Mike got like a $300 fucking bill, and I was like, "Mine feels good. Mine's only about $50. Mine feels good."
Yeah. But to be fair, technically, we rented the Mexican restaurant because
we did. It was
they
very
let us run around like idiots.
Yeah, it was a unique experience. You're never going to see that again. And by the way, somebody asked Azteca, I think, said, "Is they have Mexicans in the South or Mexican restaurants?" I was like, yeah, of course they do. Like that's like wall to wall. In the town that we're from, in the small town Winchester, there's like five restaurants that are Mexican restaurants. I mean, the only thing you have more in the small town we're from is banks and churches. They go hand in hand. they both fuck you in some way. But
there's 4 Mexican restaurants in this city I'm in right now. There's like 4 where Jay is too, and they're all ran by the same people.
Oh, dude, and there's more than 4. There's a shit ton of them.
Yeah, and those are the only restaurants you have. You have those, and then you have like one Applebee's and like a Frisch's Big Boy, and the rest of it's just like Mexican.
Dude, one of my best memories of going to an Applebee's is when me and Mike went, because that was back when they were still releasing movies at the midnight showing, which I do miss that quite a bit. Because that cocksucker in Aurora ruined it for everybody. I hope he gets fucking the worst butt raping for the rest of his life.
That's
But
what the newspaper read. Cocksucker in Aurora shoots people in movie theater.
That's what, yeah, and it's like, and we pray butt rapings forever for him in jail. But I will say this: one of my best times and fondest memories of going to Applebee's is when Mike and I went and seen the Simon Pegg movie, To the End of the World, or when they were doing the pub crawl, World's End. When they were doing World's End, it was the midnight showing, and we went there and we're having a good time, and we went to Applebee's to drink a little salsa. And Mike got I don't know why, dude, it was so funny. Mike was like, I was running on fumes, man. He's like, what kind of food you got? And they're like, oh man, listen, we got all the 25-cent wings you could eat. Because there was all the shitty wings that they were throwing out for the night. So they like brought this giant fucking platter of 25-cent wings that Mike was just like munching on it. I was like, I think he got sick later afterwards, but that was fun time, dude.
Yeah, dude, because I told him, I was like, listen, I was drunk. I was like, put the hottest sauce that you have on the wings. And they're like, well, we'll make them hot. And these motherfuckers, dude, they went in the back and they took these boneless Applebee's wings and they put pepper all over them.
Yeah.
Not like pepper sauce. They put black pepper all over the fucking wing. They're covered in pepper.
The guy that was putting the pepper on it thought he was fucking Tom Cruise in Cocktail. He was like, he thought he was like,
how are the children going to learn to read if they can't even fit in the building?
The motherfucker thought he was Chef Ramsay serving a platter. I'm like, you're just putting pepper on it. Just give it. I did that
at the Mexican restaurant too one night. We were drunk and I told Alfredo, because Alfredo was the manager, and he would always be like, hey boys, how you doing? And we'd be like, hey Alfredo. I'd be like, dude, I was drunk. I was like, I got an idea, Alfredo. Yeah. I was like, Alfredo, go in the back. And I was like, I want you to find the deepest, darkest Mexican recipe you have for hot wings. I was like, I want the hottest wings that you can possibly think up in the kitchen. And I was like, but here's the thing. If I eat them all, you got to give them to me for free, because I was broke. He was like, okay, but I make them real hot. I don't think they're ready. Dude. And I was like, go do it. And dude, those things weren't even hot at all. I took those things down and I was like, haha. He was like, okay, weirdo.
You don't like my hot sauce? What's wrong with you? Like, the Slenderman thing is, that's kind of like Alfredo too. That's how he talk. But he throw an uppercut now and again. He seems like a really nice guy, and you'd be having a good time with him and be like, yeah, I feel really depressed and sad. I'm like, why? It's like, oh, my wife left me. I'm like, why'd she leave you for, Alfredo? That sucks. He was like, because I punched her in the face because she was cheating on me. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I came in and I saw her like with that guy and I smacked her across the face. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. Like, what are you?
He did that. He did that at the bachelor party. He's like, he was real drunk and he was like, marriage is very special. Marriage is very special. Don't do it. I hit her one time. I said I'm sorry. Like,
well, we were all sitting there like, yeah, domestic abuse, that really sucks, dude, especially when you're admitted to it. But yeah, I mean, tequila on me.
Sorry. I was like, I don't think I can be friends with you anymore. You understand what you said, right?
But he said, I think he literally thought we were like best buddies, and he was just like sharing it with us, like it was like no big
I was like,
deal.
I don't want to know that at all.
I slapped her across the face. Maybe she was bleeding a little bit, but she cheated on me.
I don't even know how big the ocean blue is.
Let's check out some super chats that we got. Cineroth saying fireball shots all around. Love you guys. Cheers. Hell yeah, dude. Get them.
I've done fireball shots at Scarefest.
Dude, they're good. They're dangerous, but good. We got JT Inslee, aka we know. 11:14 is my fave. Avoid the trailer. It's a puzzling dark thriller. Can't believe it's not more widely known. It's a quick watch. Take a look at the cast. What the fuck is this?
Is that the Franco Stephen King story?
He also says, I want Jay to watch 11:14. I think you'd love it. I don't trust you, man.
Watch it, dude. He wants you to watch it. Watch it. Fucking do it right now.
No, dude. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Stick up your ass.
I don't know what that is. He's like, yeah, just go on to that ride. Yeah, don't worry about the squeaky wheels and the tracks. Great. The tracks that look like they haven't been serviced in 35 years of the roller coaster ride. It doesn't matter. You have a good time.
11:14. It's the cast. Well, no, dude, the cast. It does have 11:14. Fate can change in seconds. The events leading up to an 11:14 p.m. car crash from 5 very different perspectives. Isn't that just the movie Crash that like won an Oscar?
That would be. I'm all right with that. Okay, JT.
Colin Hanks is in it, and Ben Foster though. It's a good cast.
Good times.
It's a good cast.
While Willie says you have the DeLorean time machine and can use it only once. 2-seater. Who you taking and what year you going to? Future or past? Well,
now Jay,
I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I don't want to go with you anyway. I'll have my own DeLorean. You get your own DeLorean. I won't care and ask how. We'll just go our separate ways on their DeLoreans. I don't know if I want to go back. I don't want to go to the future. Like I just think that if you go to the future, it's just gonna be more bumfuckery. I just don't want to go right now. Like especially from this point in time, I'd go back to the 90s.
Future's scary.
I'd go back in the 90s and just enjoy it as an adult and have a good time, just relaxing and chilling, going to Blockbuster and hanging out. I don't know. That's probably what I'd do.
I would take Jay's thinking nothing but himself. Typical. I would take Thor with me. So that he could hang out with his ancestor sheepdogs and he could watch sheep with them on the mountains. But also, I would take him specifically back to Hitler's times, and then I would let Thor eat Hitler because Thor really wants to eat a human being, and it's like a problem. So I would let him get out of that system, and we'd stop a whole war, and he'd get to hang out with his sheepdog friends. My answer is so much better than yours.
No, it's not.
Around Blockbuster.
Yeah, you know what? I think my answer was heartfelt, and it actually made sense. Your answer was I'll go back with and like have my dog eat Hitler. Maximum effort.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Maximum effort. Eat that baby raw.
That's awesome. That's an awesome dream.
How are you gonna get into the hospital? Were you gonna go right back to where he's born?
I'm not gonna have him eat a baby, Jay. That's disgusting.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Why would I have my dog eat a baby?
Because that's how you're gonna get to Hitler then.
I'll just hit live Hitler. He's only like 4 feet tall.
Like, I like your artwork. Can you come over?
He'd be like, this goddamn Frankenstein get off my neck. I'm like, eat him, Thor. Take him down.
Well, I don't. Yeah. Well, you know, whatever. I don't care about the world. It's for me. I'm gonna have a good time in the 90s. Fuck you all. I'm only gonna take a week's vacation, come back. Florida Dan. I put him in a Captain America outfit first. The spandex. Yeah. Captain Ruffaroo has taken down Hitler. Says, can Slenderman tell my sister Jules about Subway? Yeah, it's a wonderful place that makes sandwiches. Any kind of sandwich under the sun that you want. You go eat it, you say, you want a sandwich like this. They say, what kind of sandwich? Any kind of sandwich. And then you eat that sandwich. Foot long or 6-inch if you watch your waistline. That's fat as well. They also have salads and a cookie for you enjoyment. That's what it's all about, Jules.
It sounds like you said, salad and a cookie for you enjoyment.
Michael Parton, wonder what y'all's plan are for me for sexy time. What?
Dude, I love the lore. I love how the chat knows the lore because the chat's going run it through the garden. They know the Subway lore.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you're not really familiar with the customs of Subway and you make a fool of yourself in front of a lot of people, I hope that one day that someone won't make fun of you for it. That's what I hope. We have Billy Chalice Loomis. Hands off my sister. She's mine.
She could be both of ours at the same time. I've never done that. I've never done brother-sister action, and I would.
Nobody wants your... Oh, my God. I had to get out of it. I was still talking like Billy. Nobody wants your taxidermy goddamn dog dressed up as a girl that you call your sister. It's disgusting, Billy. I told you don't talk to me anymore. I don't like your face. It gives me nightmares. I don't like that.
Dude, can you tell me like what would, if I have to super chat right now, what do you think Redneck Loomis would sound like if you could do Redneck Loomis, like both at the same time?
At the same time?
Yeah, like a Redneck Loomis. Like Loomis was a redneck.
You don't have a police force. Come on, Sheriff. You saw what I saw. It's evil. I don't know. What's
Shut
it? Oh no, wait. Like let me think. Hold on. You sound scared. I am scared. I saw this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
I know I hate blacks.
Well, hey now. Go to the voting polls. Don't tell me about it. Now, anyway, but he had these dark devil eyes, and I was looking at it, and I was like, there's no more reason left. That's what I was told. There's no more reason left, right or wrong, good or evil. You know what I'm saying? So I spent a little time trying to reach him, and then I spent the rest of my time trying to keep that little fucker locked up, because what I realized, what was living behind that boy's eye was purely and simply fucking evil. Tell you what.
Dude, we should reread the entire Halloween script as all redneck characters. Like that'd be anything you like.
Look like
I'm a redneck woman because I
know
ain't
some floppy titties right there.
Bro.
I'll tell you what, I might jump on it. What y'all think? Moonshine?
Dude, I gotta pee again.
All right.
That's 2 to you're done.
Oh yeah, I have to go when you get back for show.
Okay, you froze for a second. Oh, you're back. All right, I'll be right back.
Yep, it's just us now. We don't talk about. God damn it, dude! Every time I try to do that Southern shit, boot scoot boogie, I get stuck in it. Hallie and I think the boys just created a new character for the skits. Hey man, I'd do it for show. Hey D-Land. Oh shit, I gotta tell Mike about that. He's already seen it though. Welcome to Derry. I gotta watch that though. Let's see if it's any good. Thomas says, "Oh, yeah, I read it as a Southern, or is it? It's a curse, but no worse than Boston." Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I don't really like the Southern accent that much, but the Boston accent, maybe it's just the overexposure to Mark Wahlberg or like Mark Wahlberg thing. Not with Mike, but just in general, that shit annoys me. I don't know what it is. The Boston accent, fuck, dude, get out of here. I don't like that. Ooh. I watched. Oh, did I watch? Yeah, dude. Clerks 3 was really good. I feel like it was a decent movie. It wasn't like the greatest movie of all time. It's not like one of Kevin Smith's masterpieces, but I think that the ending of that film is what really saved it overall. I loved it. While Willie said, "Watch Andor." Is that good? I heard it sucked. Let's hear some Kentucky accent, Jay. Well, that's real easy. I mean, if you want to hear a Kentucky accent, then it's pretty much sound like this. Like, listen, man. I'm going to be a little late to work this afternoon. Why is that? Because my girlfriend, almost my wife, forgot to put fucking gas in my truck. Now, listen, you know I'm never late, and I always do good by you. But I'm just going to be maybe about 10, 15 minutes late. Now, listen, don't get angry with it. No, hey, listen, Terrence, I gave you more than enough chances, and you know you're running out. You're running on thin ice. What you mean you're going to be 10, 15 minutes late? We got a whole fucking room full of people that needs help. I know that, George. I know that. But what I'm saying is that I'm going to need a little extra time. All right. Now, if you're going to be a bitch about it, I can just quit and leave you empty handed.
You're going to be a bitch. I'll treat you like a bitch.
Somebody said, there was like, give me a Kentucky accent. I was like, that's about it. Somebody calling in to work.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same accent we always do.
Oh yeah, you got to add by God. Holly knows she's from Kentucky. By God.
By God. That's Jason
I was talking to Cody the other day, my brother, and he was telling. I was like, "Hey man," because we were talking about we've never seen a tornado in real life and how cool that would be. I know it would be terrifying, and I don't want to be anywhere near I live, but like it would be cool to see it. Like if you were like on the open road somewhere and you just saw it, that'd be awesome. But yeah, we were talking about, and Cody was like, "Yeah, I never seen one." I was like, I thought you saw one when he was at Valvoline." I was like, because that's where Cody works, but he was at a specific Valvoline working as a assistant manager. So he's like, no, he's like, that was a funnel cloud over the big boy. And I'm like, oh, and like, by the way, you call it over the big boy because there's only one in that small town that we were from. Right. And he's like, yeah, but he's like, dude, I never saw it. I heard about it, but then he goes, he's like, there was a lady that came into Valvoline. She's the one that exaggerated. She's like, well, now, hey, there's a nader out there by the big boy tearing through all sorts of shit. It's tearing through all sorts of neighborhoods. He's like, you fucking idiot. You wouldn't be here talking about it. He's like, no, I saw it. It was right over the big boy and it was tearing through.
I saw omelets flying out.
It was hell
lunch, Deborah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've never seen one either. I've seen a funnel cloud at night driving on the interstate once when I was a kid, but I've never seen one. And I don't want to. I have bad dreams about it. If I see them on TV, I have bad dreams about it. Just same thing with snakes and tornadoes. I have bad dreams about them when I see them on TV. It's weird. It's like clockwork.
Says, I saw lightning hit the ground once. No, dude, that was your bong that lights up when you smoke from it. That wasn't a lightning for it.
That was my dick hitting the ground.
All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back though.
Hey, what was the last one you read, boy?
Oh, no, you're right. You're right here. By God, you're right here at Papa Hades.
All righty then. All righty. Pink Pony Club. I'm a keep at the big. Sorry, my daughter was listening to it when I walked through. I just had a new rap. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Papa Hades. And it was for Slender Man. All right, so I can't read that. So now where are we? A whole bunch of nothing. That's what we're stuck with. A whole bunch of nothing. It's disgusting, and I don't like it. While Willie, I watched the Welcome to Derry trailer. We can't watch it because it'll get copyright on this here stream. Did watch it. And while it was fine, afterwards I thought about it, and some commenters were right. It just looks like the exact same thing from the first two movies. Bunch of kids running from Pennywise. I think they could have done something cooler with it, but we'll see. We'll see. Dude, Jordan, I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped. Hell yeah. Here's what I did, dude. I started college football 25, and I always get so enveloped in the head-to-head mode online because I love to give dudes head. And I was Kentucky, and they had Barry Brown on the outside, and he's like a 99 speed. And I just got addicted to throwing the bomb. You know what I mean? Because when someone's stupid enough to come up on the line, boom, X button, loft, touchdown every time. And I got addicted to it. So as soon as people saw I would do that, they would stop it. And then I'd get my ass kicked. And then every single game you played, every fucking game you played, you're playing Alabama. And they're unstoppable in that game. So I got frustrated, and then I started playing Madden, and I didn't even go back to it. But this year, you're damn right. You're damn Skippy. I'm getting back in there. By the way, if anybody does play college football games, Jordan Cruz on his YouTube channel covers the shit out of it and does a great fucking job. So make sure you check that out. If you like what we did with Halloween updates and shit, Jordan does that with college football, and I love it for him. I think it's a great idea. It's awesome. Dude, I didn't even play the Dynasty mode. I know. I got too addicted. I got too addicted to the other stuff. Time to Kill, by the way, Bane Miller. It's been crazy, dude, because like we reviewed Sinners, right? And we loved it. We're like, that's a really great movie. Almost perfect. Here's why we didn't think it was perfect, but it was almost a really great movie was Sinners. But not giving it a perfect rating, a bunch of people came in there and they were like, you don't understand what this movie means. And it tells a story that no one else has told. And we're like, y'all don't watch a lot of fucking movies, do you? That story has been told quite a bit through cinema history. Okay. Like Time to Kill, things like that. I was like, y'all need to go back and get learned on some fucking movies, man.
Now imagine if she's white. Dude, what a fucking line drop, dude. That part, like, especially when he's crying and shit. Holy fuck, dude. That gets you.
It's a great movie. That story's been told, and it's an amazing movie. And again, that story's been told so good in film, and he did a great job of it in Sinners too. I just like don't. You guys are acting like I can tell that you've not watched a lot of movies. The people who are making these comments. So, but yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, Papa Haiti says, yeah. Hey, Slenderman, don't tell Loomis this, but why does he still hate the mutants in the hills have eyes? I just don't understand. We've been nuked once. Well, you know, I think what it is the snatching from people on vacation that break down on the roadway from the RV and then, you know, doing some butt rape to them up in them hills. I think that Doc Loomis is not very fond of that necessarily, you know, because you is a little scared to come down the hill with one eyeball being like, oh, googa booba, you know, to them people. They don't like that very much. But that's what me think he is, Papa Holdo. And we're caught up.
Have you heard about this, by the way?
What?
Courtney Reed, beautiful person, beautiful human being. Any coincidence the plantation and prison break in New Orleans occurs when the Annabelle doll's in New Orleans? Did you hear about this?
I did. Is it the? Oh yeah. No. The Annabelle doll is on tour, right? Like it's going to different cities and whatnot.
I don't actually know. Like, I just know that the Annabelle doll happened to be in Louisiana, and during that time, there was a huge plantation fire, and like 10 or 11 inmates escaped from a prison. So people were like, it's because the doll was there. And I'm like, to me, it's like, have you guys been to America recently? There's some crazy shit that happens pretty much in every city every goddamn day.
Yeah.
It's been wild here since 2020.
Yeah, I do. Okay, no, actually, that is happening. Yeah, the Annabelle, like it is the Annabelle tour. They're going to various locations. I didn't know about that though. That's crazy. No, I didn't hear about it. But factor fiction. You decide. Did she make it all up, or was it real?
Do you get to hold the doll? Because I would like,
I'm not touching it. No, they have it.
I would hold it and then I would kick it right in the fucking ceiling.
I saw them bringing it to like different locations, and they're like putting it on dollies, and they have it in the case still. Even when they're traveling with it, it's like in the case, but it's got like a sheet thrown over it.
It's a movie prop, man. Or I guess it was from the original set.
It's the original doll from the investigation, the Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, the only thing on that doll is the cum that Ed Warren got on it when he was thinking about the 16-year-old he had in his basement pregnant.
Uh-oh. I'm coming up. I'm coming up right now. I'm just trying to move that along because we're not going to talk about pedophilia on this show. No way, no how.
Hey, back then it was legal. It's still gross.
By the way, how did you like Welcome to Dairy Farms?
I originally I was like, it looks good. There's what I thought about that trailer, dude, was there's a reason they're not showing any of the special effects because most of Andy Muschietti's shit has terrible special effects. The trailer shows a bunch of people going, oh, and I love that they don't show it because I don't want trailers to show everything. But I have a sneaking suspicion they're not showing it because it looks like ass.
I only saw the thumbnail for it. I didn't watch the trailer. Somebody asked if I'd seen it, but I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's good.
What?
Did you hear that?
Did you fart?
No, my back popped so good. Such a good back pop.
Got it was the boogeyman saying, all right, dude, I'm sorry, dude. It's just in me now. It's in me. I can't let it go. I feel like I'm in Iron Claw. It's in me now. It's got a hold of me.
That's tough, boy, when it gets you.
It doesn't get you going. I ate
if
chili.
You feel it, chase it.
You gotta chase it to the mountaintops. I ate chili from Wendy's last night today at that work bathroom, man. I was explosive, lost all my valuable nutrients, had me screaming, the evil is gone. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. Evil's gone. Get out of my butthole. God, Satan attacks you when you ain't looking. And it attacks you in the most unlikely of places. You just taking a big old poopy, got right in your crack hole, and it said, devil's gonna grab you. And you said, get out of my crack. Get on you.
Get out of my crack, devil. I done told you once. And then you put on the song. How's it go?
What?
Oh, no, I was thinking Baton Rouge. No, the devil went down to Georgia. He was
yeah.
I turn that on when I have bad poops.
Man, that's a great song. Did they ever make a movie about like a fiddler or somebody that goes down to the crossroads? Maybe was it called Crossroads or something, where like the guy makes a bid for his soul and it gets a whole movie around that? I could be just imagining that they should have.
I never heard of this myself personally, but probably they make a lot of movies. You know what I mean? They make a lot of movies.
Stacey
hey, let's play a game.
He says, I worked at Wendy's and the meat and the chili is the old nasty burgers they don't sell. Dude, that's what Big Dad always said. Big Dad's like, well, what they do is that goddamn chili is they scrape it up off the floor and they put it in a cup and they sell it. I was like, well, why do you eat it for? He's like, because I like it, honey.
That was one of my favorite things. That shit was funny as fuck, dude. Hey, let's play a game here that we haven't played in a little while. It's called Instagram Reels.
By the way, it is a real movie.
Oh shit! It's got Ralph Macchio in it.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking.
I heard that. I heard that the Karate Kid movie was getting terrible reviews. By the way.
Oh,
I seen that.
Miyagi not pleased, Dayan-san.
All right.
You don't have strength of bonsai tree yet.
4.5% seltzer's trying to get me drunk.
Fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, asshole.
That's such a great scene too.
What's movie. Seltzer?
Man, seltzer, it's like White Claws.
Oh, yeah.
Trulies, you know. My luck when I gamble.
Oh my lord!
They all say anal.
It's the worst. The worst pick. The worst pick.
Story of my life. This one's messed up, dude. This is messed up. I'm sorry. You can read it.
Effective.
Yeah, I mean, not being turned on.
We're really falling on hard times here in the United States with our healthcare system. We're resorting to all sorts of medieval types of ways to get rid of that thing that you don't want anymore. Go ahead and stop by your Gold's Gym and contact your local trainer.
Nick Tishlet, the Tush Tickler, we're getting it done for you. I'm not gonna lie. When I saved that one, I thought I probably shouldn't save this one, and then I did, and now I regret it instantly. I forgot it was there. Dude, this guy's fucking hilarious. He does this all the time. But when they won't pay attention to you, so you got to go full cat mode.
Meow 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 meow.
They look like they have a Batman table in the middle of like a Mos Eisley Star Wars cantina.
Yeah, they're rich as fuck. You can tell. Yeah. They must do that joke a lot. Yeah, no, that's just funny as hell. Because you ever been trying to talk to somebody and they're playing on your phone? That's exactly what I want to
meow 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 meow.
No, but I was gonna say, I thought you've been like, have you ever done that joke where you sit at the end of a table and you're like, how's the soup? Everyone's done that. That's ever seen Michael Keaton. How's the soup?
Robin was on it. Can you pass the salt? Jay and I
What?
did a skit about that a long
He's like,
time
no,
ago.
he's like, excuse me. He's like, can you pass the salt? Oh yeah, sure. He's like, as a matter of fact, I've never been in this room before.
Why is it weird scenes like that just stick in your head too?
Because it was an impossibly long table, and it was like he was like kind of a dork in that scene.
Dude, this is so fucking good. Tony Soprano in Tony Hawk.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagool. And then I woke up the next day and got some gabagool. Waking up, getting different types of gabagool. Even got some gabagool from Scooby-Doo.
What's the dog
Woke up
doing?
this
You see the dog? The dog was like it was like right in between his crotch. Dude, look at go down to the comments right onto the right of it. Look at that. Look at that guy's got yep. He had a good time with that gabagool.
Got some gabagool.
Right here.
And then I woke up the next day and got some gabagool.
Oh shit.
I wonder if they're using the San Andreas engine. They look like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Dude, I have no idea how those genius nerds do the shit that they do. This was more of one of my things, but Tom's reaction when somebody points a laser thing at him is fucking good.
Turn that thing off, or may the flies and 1,000 camels infest your dick.
Get yourself a man who loves to drink whiskey. Because if he can handle that nasty shit, he will definitely tongue punch your fart box. Get yourself a man who loves to drink whiskey. Because if he can handle that nasty shit, he will definitely tongue punch your fart box.
One more time.
Get yourself a man who loves to drink whiskey. Because if he can handle that nasty shit, he will definitely tongue punch your fart box.
She said she likes to fart in boxes.
I feel like Captain America's like, I could do this all day.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, she definitely wants to fart in boxes. It's weird. She's drunk.
Damn, mama. You ever dated a guy with 3 knees? I got a left knee, a right knee, and a weenie.
Yeah, dude.
It was
that dude looks like he works at the car wash and he's been there for a long time. And then you come in and you're like, hey man, what's up? I haven't seen you for a while. Hey, have you given any more thought about my Motley Crue collection? I'm still looking to pass it off. It's a hot collection right now. The best banging cassette tapes you could think of, dude. For real.
Yeah, man. There's a couple neighborhood kids that are after it. You better get into that thing now. I'm telling you. Me looking at the imaginary camera every time someone asks if I want to drink.
Dude, I do this all the fucking time. You're the star in your own fucking movie, and when something bad happens, you're like you just look off and you think a camera's floating around, and you're like.
Ever since I used to watch The Office and Jim would do it, whenever someone says something stupid, I'm like, I don't know.
Like even when I watch a movie, like that's how pathetic it is. I'll be like when I hear like a line that's stupid, I'm like nobody's there. That's just called being lonely, I guess.
Day 2 of not nutting on the off-brand green peas.
Monster, how should I feel? Creatures
What?
lie here.
Nah, that guy's gonna die.
Monster, how should
That guy's gonna die, dude. He looks like the guy from Ready Player One with painful shit.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Oh God.
Worried about tariffs. Worried my wiener's gonna tear if I don't stop tugging it. Yeah, I'm worried about tariffs.
See the other
worried my wiener's gonna tear if I don't stop tugging it.
What?
Yeah, I'm worried
Where's
about
that
tariffs.
guy come from? Who the fuck is that?
Worried my wiener's gonna tear if I don't stop tugging it.
Is he singing like Fall Out Boy? Or like
I have no idea.
That guy's having a bad day for sure.
Dude, he was just so happy. He was just so happy about it. This is literally what Jay and I used to do in the Patreon streams in the last hour.
Get the reserve job. Dude, he was committed too. Like, I gotta give that guy props to. That guy never lost his fucking like angry face one time. The other guy was laughing, but he was like, "I'm into this, dude. I got this."
I just like at the one point he goes, "Help!" I think, dude, weren't we talking about that song earlier? I think we were. Yeah, that's the Collective Soul song we were talking about.
Was that's the song? I don't know.
I may be getting them confused.
Haven't Let Your Light Shine On?
Yeah, dude, that was yeah, that's the song.
Wow, what's this piece of meat?
I think I've stumbled into my personal.
Yeah, it sounds like.
You think that was funny? Imagine if it was the other way around.
Oh, it's not gonna. It's not.
funny?
You know what?
Imagine
It's not gonna turn me off. It's not.
Did you hear it though?
Yeah, I heard the part. I did.
Just in case you missed it.
It was the other way around. You think that was
Wow.
God. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to be in trouble, too. Kids, hey, Dad, tell us about the first time you met Mom.
Are you a retard?
No.
Did you like looking at me?
Oh my God! Is this Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
Yeah.
Did you like looking at me? Don't fuck with me, retard.
The 90s were wild, y'all. It was wild.
That was in a movie.
Who's ready to get?
That was in a film.
By the way, dude, I gotta point this out. This is what nighttime did. Nighttime, you thirsty dog under that mask. It stinks so good. God damn.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Katy Perry, everybody.
Crop dusted.
Astronaut. Yay.
We are, Katie.
That'll get you.
It's my 40-year-old dream. Who's ready to get crop dusted? Yay.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and pay respects to an astronaut of the highest order, Katy Perry.
Yeah. You got to go to space to get those kind of tits.
You have to.
That's the place you get those tits. Some people left when we were doing that, so I'll stop now. But I enjoyed it.
I thought it was fun. Why'd y'all leave? Come on back. Shit, it's over. Let's watch something else. What y'all want to watch?
If only they could hear us. But
they're lost in the ether. They're lost in the further. We have to go back. But in the meantime, we do have Cineroth saying, y'all still have that doll, Satanic Susie? Well, Mike might still have it. I don't want to see it or touch it or be around it.
Buried her under the house. I like to pull it out every once in a while and fuck it.
Yep, that's what you got to do. Let it know who's boss.
With the power of Christ.
Obviously. The power of Christ will fuck the shit out of it and kill it.
Bang, bang, bang the drum.
With holy juice. We got Najek says, can we revisit Marv getting electrocuted? That's always a classic. You can't go wrong with Home Alone 2, Marv getting electrocuted in the basement.
Oh, man.
One of the best scenes of all time. We also have Matthew Hayes, member for 8 months. We like it and appreciate you. Thank you so much, dude. Says, just saw Final Destination 6. How about that pitch for 7? Allstate gets its mayhem revenge on all other insurance companies. Love you, gays. Final Destination 6, 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Wham fam for life.
I gave it too.
Thank you, dude.
That's what I gave it too, man. That's what I gave it too. But you could actually, they could do some still like that. My pick, by the way, for what they should do with the next movie is definitely Fire Festival. I think they should do a Fire Festival thing.
I hope they also have like maybe with your Allstate idea, they get Jake from State Farm to show up to cover like insurance.
Yeah, I'd like to see him die.
He gets decapitated
fictitiously.
Well, she's the guy. So,
dude, you know what I fucking hate about those commercials?
Mm-hmm.
Is when he's always like, he tries to like put like this like emotional inflection in it. He's like, what's the line?
Safe flight repair, safe flight. No, that's safe flight.
No,
I'm stupid.
Yeah, the State Farm. It's like what is it's fucking like because we're there when you need us or something like that.
Chat knows. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, but he's always he always tries to put way too much emotional inflections. Like because we're there. I'm like, oh god, I just want to smack your fake and authentic face.
It's the same thing with me for like Liberty Mutual, the commercials. Like it's just like you played that shit out way too fucking long. Like it's Liberty Mutual, and that guy, and he's like, and they're like Liberty. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I hope that goddamn, I hope a hurricane type magneto storm comes up behind you and swallows you both. It's not that serious. I bet those people go home at Thanksgiving and they tell their friends and family, they're like, I'm famous. I'm the Liberty guy. I'm the Liberty.
Honestly though, do you know how much those people make for those fucking commercials?
I don't care, but you're not like goddamn Russell Crowe. What are you talking about?
Hell,
you know what? Down. Maybe I'm a Kathy and jealous bitch, but you're not. Like if you were in a commercial for like a herpes ad, those are the kind of people who be like, I was in a commercial, bro. Pretty awesome. They chose me out of 500 people.
Except for Lily from AT&T. So hot.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
I gotta show you a scene when we're done with this one.
Okay, hang on. Let me charge my battery.
Okay.
I can do it like this. I can do it face to face. Missionary.
Make sure you're not making eye contact, so it doesn't count.
It's like Denzel Washington Trading Days. Like, got a nice wife, but you like to fuck a face to face, don't you? He's like, do not mention my wife.
By the way, not to get too personal with y'all's, but if you do missionary, do you make eye contact? I don't. I don't know. I just don't do that.
No, I don't either.
I close my eyes and act like I'm awesome. You know, like I'm Christian Bell or something. Not like psychotic, but not, you know, like just like, oh, you know, like whatever. You just don't. I don't like. I think staring into someone's eye like you're a fucking android from the future, like you're Terminator, is weird. If the girl's like staring at you like this, like, why aren't you looking at me? I was like, because it's fucking scary.
That depends. Sometimes you do like that, like, fucking look at me.
Hey, I don't need but I don't need the eye contact to know that my wiener is up inside you and you're having a great time. I'm having a great time too with this 4 inches. But
you're right. Yeah, it's gotta be the right moment. You gotta be in a weird moment. You can't be doing it sensually because then that's awkward.
Yeah, dude. Like, there's some chicks that just like that though. I get some guys, but it's like they're like, why don't you look at like, do you not love me? I'm like, of course I do.
Yeah,
but I don't need to like stare into your fucking eyes while we're like doing like a dirty thing. It's dirty.
Yeah, I have ADD too. So like I know that you're supposed to like close your eyes when you're kissing, but sometimes I'll just be like, and then I catch myself doing it.
Look, you start looking around.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I gotta make sure I have to do power washing on the house later on.
Yeah, it's right too. Like the Joker smacked him with the glove, like, look at me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then when you look at her, she starts laughing like, I can't do a Heath Ledger laugh, but she start laughing at you.
Yours is pretty good though. If somebody did that in bed,
it'd be scary. This is it right here. This is the best, dude. This scene in Home Alone 2, I remember rewinding this scene over and over and over fucking when I was a kid, like nonstop. This is the best scene of the entire movie. The best scene. Like the tarantula on his face in Home Alone 1, 2, when he screams like a girl is awesome, but this one like takes it way higher.
By the way, that's also the face that you make when you're on top.
Yeah, so why do I want to make eye contact with you when both our faces look like this shit? It's not hot. And the gifs and memes that came out with that, with like when she won't stop sucking after you come, it's fucking perfect. I know that Daniel Stern is an awesome actor. He's done a lot of other movies, but dude, that like is the highlight forever for me. Like if I see him, it's like that's it. Like that's the guy. That's fucking Marv. We're the Sticky Bandits.
It's so good, dude.
Oh
so
man,
what would you want to show me?
Oh, hold on, I'll have to look it up, but I'll tell you. We got super. Yeah, super chats. Hold on, it's gonna be DJ Dream Int if you want to pull that one up. DJ Dream
Dreams are made. DJs entertainment. You guys seen the Clove Hitch Killer in Summer of '84? Summer of '84 is very Stranger Things based setting, released during that period, but still good. So I don't want to disappoint you because I love you and the way your mouth tastes at midnight in front of the fireplace. I did not like Summer of '84. I felt it went too far into the Stranger Things thing. Personally, like I felt like that was overdone at that point. Maybe I have to go back and rewatch it, but I love the Clove Hitch Killer. I actually did an article for Bloody Disgusting about that movie a couple months ago. The Dermot Mulroney was fucking awesome in that movie, and it's about BTK. And if you're into serial killer movies, it's definitely worth a watch. It's creepy, man. It gives you the icky vibes.
Okay, I got you. Now,
did you answer the question, Jay?
What?
It's for you too, you fucking fuck.
I didn't hear it.
Fuck biscuit.
I was looking up
on
things.
The screen. It's on the screen in front of your mouth. Look at my eyes.
I'm not looking at you. I've not seen any of that.
We reviewed Summer of '84 and Clove Hitch Killer on the channel together. You fucking piece of turds.
No, we didn't. It's a lie. It's another Mandela effect.
You forget shit so fucking crazy.
Because it goes in, we review it, I have a good time, and then I forget. I have to make room. There's a lot of shit there's a lot of clutter up there. I gotta make room. Oh yeah,
I think we've done both of those movies, dude. I swear to God.
I know. I think we did do Summer of '84 for sure.
Yeah, no, I know that we did that one. I'm pretty sure we did the other one too. Here. All right, what were you going to show me? Love you, teacher.
So this is a movie from she was in this movie, the girl from AT&T. God damn, dude.
Oh my God, that is her.
In love. I'm like this guy. He knows.
Want some orange juice?
In love. Can we say love?
Indeed.
I think so.
What is that from?
A Werewolves Within.
Does it get better?
It's a household name. No, apparently it sucked. I don't know.
Damn it. That's
I think that she turned out to be. I think maybe a bad guy. I don't remember. I think I saw it, but it's not that good. But I just remember seeing that. And I'm like, God damn, dude, she's so. You know what? She's
as
like,
if it wasn't already a great song, you know?
I know it's an amazing song. She was up like I think that didn't she do Squirrel Girl or some shit like that in the Marvel universe, and it didn't work out. But she's a very, very attractive lady.
I like her and her phone plan sales.
Papa Haiti says you should react to Poker Plans. Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2. That's all right, girl.
It's short.
That's all right, girl.
Hang on. I got you. Mama. Push the horse. Mama.
It's a Kentucky Derby when your horse loses.
You're drunk on a boat by yourself.
I wanna rob it, chain like I'm in Lemoyne. Rob it, grab it, shoot it, plant it, Dutchie, I'm with you. Won't be like John, he ran away from you. And after Mike is right into the lobby, traying you. Whoa, whoa.
Mike's not playing the game, but these are all references and things in the game.
Face, show him I'm with Dutch.
I played half of it.
Oh, I thought you.
I love you, Dutch.
Oh, what?
Vanderlyn, I'm always by your side. Poker plans. I've got a plan. Vanderlyn, I'm always by your side. Poker plans. I've got a plan. Poker plans.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. All the other stuff aside, that just made me want to play poker. I haven't played poker in like 5
years. Dude. It's also got what's it called? Dominoes, which I learned how to play through that game. Pretty fun shit.
I could play Turkey Foot.
We got Apple Jack Castro saying, do you guys think Final Destination 6 ruined a full train sequence?
No, because I mean, there's been a lot of good train sequences in films before. Unbreakable for one. And that one was pretty good because it did take out the leads at the end. And actually, technically, they did a subway in 3 at the end of 3, which is basically a train. So they really couldn't go back
at the very, very end of the movie. It is true.
Yeah.
But they haven't done like an actual train where the initial catastrophe happened. So I don't think they ruined it, though. They can always go back and visit that again. But
Yeah, but it's a good
Interesting
point.
observation. JT Insel, aka Owsley. What's your favorite Jason mask? 1114 is better. Get off of it.
Can I be honest with you guys?
Yes.
I never really cared about Jason's mask. There, I said it. They all look the same to me. There's some that are a little cooler than others. I like the one with the little crack in it. I think it was after 4, or was it 4 when it had the machete crack in it? I'll go with that one.
That was a good one.
And I also like what Never Hike Alone did with the dirtier one. But I never really. It's not like Michael with me. I'm just kind of like, that's pretty cool. It's a Jace mask.
My favorite one, without a doubt, is the New Blood mask, where it's a lot grungier and it's like really like sealed to his face. Like that psychic or that telepathic telekinetic really had to concentrate to pop that fucker off. It was on his face like a sardine. But that mask where it's like embedded in the skin, amazing. And the mask on the cover of Jason Goes to Hell was that silver mask. Whoa, wow. We never got to see it, but it was still awesome. I think that the best mask for Jason was always New Blood. It looked amazing. That's also my favorite look for him.
By the way, I'm glad you brought that up because in a few weeks we have Friday the 13th week coming up. There's a Friday the 13th in June, and I'm putting my email in the chat now. If you guys have any ideas for videos you'd like to see, whether it's like Jason tier lists or Jason topic videos or whatever, email them to me and maybe we'll do one because we want to do a couple videos or maybe a live stream or something involving Jason that week. And yeah, if you guys got any cool ideas that you'd like to see, send me an email.
Show.
Maybe we'll do it. Who knows?
We have Jacob. Yo, dudes. He says, did you know the director of Weapons used to be in a sketch comedy show? It was one of my faves growing up. It's called Whitest Kids You Know. That sounds familiar.
That show was funny as hell.
Glad to see him doing big things. New high, old friends song soon. Love y'all.
Hell yeah.
Cool, man.
Jacob's got a good band.
Yeah, the Whitest Kids You Know does sound familiar. I don't think I'm familiar. Like I can't recall it, but it sounds familiar.
I remember several skits that they had that were fucking hilarious. Some of them were too weird, and then some of them I had no idea that Craig Zeggers or Zed Craigers, however you say his name, was in that. But that's cool. But also, Jacob, speaking of which, have you seen? We showed a couple of them at the beginning of the stream. The All American Rejects. I know you'll love this. If you didn't catch it, they're doing house parties, and there's all these videos on the internet, and they're so good. You got to check it out if you haven't seen that, Jacob. I know you'll appreciate it.
You know what kind of remind me of? Well, they were way better. All American Rejects with what they were doing because they were recreating like a 1990s music video. But One Republic did it a few years, actually several years ago for Vivo, when they would just go to like a subway station, or they would go out at a college campus and they would start playing one of their songs at random with like basically a cappella. I love that shit, dude. That just, for me, when I see a band doing that, it's like they don't take themselves like ultra seriously, and they're like, yeah, you know what, we're giving back. It's not a big deal. Like, we're rich, we got really lucky off of our success, and we're just not we're not taking ourselves to an extreme. We're not like fucking Metallica. Napster, you sons of bitches, the empire will burn you.
See, some bands used to do that on I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I think Green Day did it. Like, they just randomly played in a subway, but that felt so manufactured. Like, bands just actually playing full concerts, just for fuck of it, is way cooler.
All American Rejects are like 100% more genuine because they just did it on a whim. But I did like the idea that Vivo, and yes, Vivo was sponsoring them to go do it. I mean, if Vivo was still like promoting.
Oh, I wasn't talking about them. I'm telling about the.
No, I'm just saying, but I like seeing that. It's cool when they do that. When they just do an on the street performance. It's kind of it's neat.
And Green Day does sometimes do small shows at clubs just out of nowhere, which, dude, I would die. I would literally give one of my nuts to see that.
Rebecca Mayberry, thank you so much, says, why would the killer in Scream 6 say, who gives a fuck about movies, when their whole point was to finish Richie's movie? Saying, do you feel like an animal? Sounds like a different killer we don't know about yet.
So I think, Rebecca, and thank you so much, I think the idea was the people. No, I see what you're saying. Because originally I was thinking it was the Spider-Man kid that was trying to do the movies. But I think it was, if that was Dermot Mulroney's character in that moment who did that, you could say that was part him who's really annoyed with Richie's original obsession with film. And maybe you could argue, if you wanted to go deep into lore there, that he was taking out his anger about his son's obsession with movies to the point that he got himself killed. But you make a really good point.
Yeah. I'm just like, why would you throw a gun at the person? You had a gun. Why would you do that? Why would you throw the fucking gun at the end of the movie? You had a gun. Shoot their shit off.
It could have jammed. Maybe it jammed.
Crazy Saint, pick one. A new Manhunt or a new Fatal Frame game. I think Manhunt would be amazing to come back to the consoles or PC or whatever, or both. Fatal Frame is fun. I did like Fatal Frame, but Manhunt, when Manhunt came out, it caused such a brown spot in the panties of all sorts of like overly concerned people. Yeah, the shit stain was unbelievably smelly. I want to see that game remastered and given the love that it deserved. Because remember when that game came out, they're like, we're gonna ban it from stores. No one can play it. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
I'll definitely say Manhunt because I never played Fatal Frame. And Manhunt to me was scary as hell and hard. That was a fun game. I like when I get hard.
We have Wild Willie saying cast Arthur Morgan live action. I got Hugh Jackman. Well, fuck you, dude, because you just took who I was going to take, because otherwise it's going to be a Tom Hardy, which we don't want that. I know, because it's constant. Shut your goddamn fucking mouth. He's still an amazing actor. Warrior is great all day long. Okay.
Who should play Jesus Christ? Tom Hardy. They
got that chick from fucking Wicked. Apparently, she's better.
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, get that chick from Wicked. She's so much better.
Tom Hardy be like, you got dirt on my saddle.
You know what? This is gonna be dumb, but it's all right. Arthur Morgan. I think that McConaughey could play a good Arthur Morgan.
Oh, that would be fascinating.
I think
that'd be fascinating.
Yeah,
I like it. Timothy Olyphant pops into mind, but that's
Olyphant would be
justified.
Good too.
Definitely
it might be too on the nose for McConaughey to play him because but I don't know.
Alan Richson's a little too big, you could say, but he could pull it off. I think, give him a big old beard. John Hamm. If he could do the country accent and make him look real rugged, that could be good.
Isn't John Hamm busy selling timeshares?
John Hamm?
Isn't that guy? No, the house of no, it was the other guy, the guy that got supposedly did a bunch of bad shit with women. He was like that big thing. He was like the Hollywood's golden boy for a minute. It wasn't John Hamm. The Netflix did the House of. Oh my God! They did a documentary on him. Chat knows.
I'm waiting on the chat to give us the answer.
Yeah, because
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer is the House of Hammer.
Oh yeah, no, he was a cannibal.
Supposedly, I mean, those are all alleged. I know, but I was like, that's why I thought no, he's too busy sharing timeshares in Florida or Hawaii or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, he could do it though. He could do it. You could do it for sure.
We got Turlington. Jay, how did the renovations go? Sweaty men with sweaty butt cracks smells great. You lucky dog, you ever see the soap suds run down the crack of another man's ass?
You ever see the soap suds run down the crack of another man's ass?
No, nasty Nate. Naughty jungle of love. Naughty. Well, I actually, that's a whole point of contention, which is why I'm glad that Mike suggested this pop-up stream tonight, because I was very, very upset. The renovations did not go through today because there was a breakdown in the line of communication. And basically what that means is the people that were in charge of the renovation said, suck my white ass ball. They didn't give a fuck. So, no, I didn't get the renovations done. Maybe tomorrow, but possibly on Friday. So we're just farting in the wind at this point.
That's the fucking worst, dude. Waiting on somebody to show up.
Yeah, you know.
By the way, Gerard Butler's a great pick for
Gerard Butler. I love Gerard Butler, dude. By the way, law-abiding citizens. What do we feel? Do we like all the time, every day?
An amazing dude, underrated as shit. That's what I would do to anybody.
Does it not feel like a Punisher movie? It does. That's exactly what they should do with the Punisher.
Yeah, if you guys need a good thriller action movie to watch tonight, like Death Sentence, and you've never seen Law Abiding Citizen, Jamie Foxx, Gerard Butler, get on that shit. It's so good.
Excuse me, Flo.
Excuse me, Flo.
That was from Jonathan Gerardo, member for 8 months. Wow, thank you guys also for being members. That's always helpful, and we really appreciate that. And by the way, if you don't mind, give a little like to the video. That does help with the algorithm gods. If you don't
Much appreciated. And by the way, as we might be done tonight. By the way, I put on Twitter, I was like, hey, we're going live tonight from 6 to 8. Just random impromptu stream. And you guys are awesome. You show up, You're the best fucking people in the world.
We had a good crowd tonight. Holy shit, man. Thank you all.
Yeah, talking about literally nothing and just hanging. It's the best. You guys fucking, you're the best. But somebody on Twitter posted, they're like, only 2 hours? And I was like, I literally
we do 3 hours all the time.
Yeah, I literally put the Clerks meme. It was like, I'm not even supposed to be here today. I was like, we weren't even supposed to stream. I was like, this is just for fun. But by the way, when we're done with this, I'm going to upload tonight immediately after this. So if you want some more hangout time, I'm going to upload the Disturbia commentary that Jay and I did on members and Patreon. I think it's it'll go up in like 10 minutes after the stream. We watched Disturbia together, commentated it, full movie. It was a great time. Plus you'll get like 100 other commentaries and shit like that. So check that out if you want to. And we just did Heretic too.
It'd be Saturday. We will
Saturday
be back
and Tuesday.
We will be providing you with your Memorial Day weekend to get away from your family that you just don't want to be around because Uncle Greg is drunk at the fucking barbecue again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin.
We're live on Saturday night and we're live on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we're going to do Mission Impossible and we're going to rank the entire Francisco as well. So
yeah, so I'm definitely going to work. I'm working on that and making sure I'm going to get all that up for you guys on Patreon. It's going to be Mission Impossible 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Which, by the way, it really pissed me off because I was going through the runtime on each one. And they're all like reasonable until you get to the 7th one. You're like 2 hours and 43 minutes. What the fuck?
And that's part 1 of 2.
Yeah, well, it's like Tom Cruise dropped a big old Top Gun wiener in my face.
Oh, wait, before we go, one more thing because this is got to show it to you. Dude, check out the way Tom Cruise eats popcorn.
I want to see.
Like,
I want to watch it.
For your viewing gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, men, women, people who fuck. Tom Cruise eating popcorn.
At some point. And tomorrow night we are awarding.
God, what the fuck, dude?
The BFI's highest.
He eats that shit like an AI program.
The BFI Fellowship.
Look at him smile. Dude, he's just staring at the people in the audience, not looking at the screen, and watching people eating popcorn.
I like how, he's like a villain in a movie that's saying, "Did you not know that you were standing over the trap door the entire time?"
That's the only way I'm eating popcorn ever. That looks like me.
He looks like AI, dude. He doesn't even look real. Like the way that his movements were, he looks like an AI.
It's fucking crazy.
It looks like, and nothing against he's a kid. I'm not, but it's like Barron Trump. Like something about that kid, dude. I don't know what it
got Tom Cruise isms. I can see it.
Yeah, it's just like it's like fucking alien.
Yeah, dude. I love Tom Cruise. I love all of you guys. We'll see you guys Saturday night. And Patreons and members, you can click join down below. Disturbia, 10 minutes.
Be there or be disturbed.
Feel it. Night, guys. Love you.